few days ago, a band of very dangerous criminals escaped from a prison wagon in the city of Waterdeep. Amongst them were some criminals who have ties to Lazarus and some who have ties to Oz. Last night, Lazarus was on the case for Trelib Wavier, who is a noble here in Waterdeep looking to establish a private detective firm, essentially, like a detectives guild, in order to help cut down on corruption and cut through some of the political bullshit that goes on in Waterdeep. During his investigation, unfortunately, Wavier has, Wavier has recently been robbed of a valuable family heirloom called the Silver Unicorn. His daughter, Cassandra, was sent to find, and her trail has gone cold, or not gone cold, but she herself has gone missing. Lazarus was then brought in to find her and the unicorn if possible. Laz followed the trail of clues to a sketchy silversmith shop out in Tradesward, and when he got there, got jumped by some of those escaped convicts, including one of his former partners in his days as a vigilante, Grimgrash. Wounded and left for dead, the criminals mentioned to Laz that tomorrow at midnight, or they certainly seem to imply that tomorrow at midnight, something like their big plans were going to come to fruition. Laz managed to reunite with the group. You guys warned Wavier about the possible dangers and followed clues back to the office of Victor Saint-Domingue, the preeminent detective of Waterdeep. While searching through his office and home, you were able to discover some plans and schematics that indicate that Victor is planning on setting off bombs at Trelib Wavier's gala later that night. You also managed to trigger a trap that Saint rigged in his house, blowing up the building, nearly killing all of you, and now a good chunk of the watch in the northern sort of part of the city are looking for sort of suspicious characters that sort of kind of match your descriptions. You managed to avoid the worst of it. And because it's Liar's Night, everybody's starting to wear costumes and masks and stuff like that. So you're probably in the clear. At least for a little bit. The streets are starting to fill up and whatnot. In our last session, you guys went to Trelib Wavier's gala in costume and proceeded to search around trying to find the potential bomber and any sort of plans that Saint-Domingue and his flunkies are up to. During that party, we learned a few things. We learned that Jim Heim's butler is actually a warlock tied to Diona, this fey spirit that is within Jim Heim. We learned that Jim Heim and Vivi have been put into an arranged marriage between their two families that's set for Greengrass in a few months. King managed to reunite a Tabaxi family with political ties to his brother and managed to secure a meeting with his brother, although he would be doing so under a false name and face. He also managed to piss off both Caprica and Nyx in the process. Very impressive there, King. Let's see. Oz had some unpleasant dealings with Caecilius Roaringhorn, who was just the most condescending racist ass to him. Had a little bit of chat with Ord, who was at the party. Jim Heim was actually civil mostly towards his father, kind of respected what his father was trying to go for, although that turned interesting at a few points. And Lazarus did his general job trying to find this culprit. Unfortunately, ended up following one Amelia Crane as she was sort of patrolling the party because she was acting kind of suspicious. Come to find out, that is not Amelia Crane, but it's also not the bomber. It's the Black Viper who is infiltrated this party. The real bomber was last seen running out of the party, disguised as one of Mert's prostitute girlfriends, just as the bombs went up. Or went off, I should say. And with that, we open to you guys still at the party grounds. Smoke is filling up the area. Basically, these bombs went off. Everybody hit the fucking deck. And as the smoke is still sort of billowing around, we see Jimheim and Vivi stand up amongst the smoke. The two of you are the only ones currently standing, coughing, trying to catch your breath. And rising up out of the smoke alongside you is Vivian, who is like searching around, trying to find something that she appears to have dropped.
Is it her glasses?
You don't think so. She's probably looking for that mask that she usually uses.
Just look at Vivi in disbelief. Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Is that Vivian?
She's looking around.
Call her name. Vivian, is that you?
She stops, looks over at the two of you like a deer in the headlights. Doesn't say anything, though.
It is you, Vivian!
I try to run to her.
Yeah, you start to run to her. Give me an acrobatics check, V.
A 10.
Okay, so you start running towards Vivian. You get a few feet, and then you start tripping over people. You hear your parents go, "Ow! What was that?" They stand up out of the smoke to see you standing there, see Jimheim, and then they look over and see Vivian. She's still standing there, like, frozen. Then you can see that she notices something down below. She takes one step back and starts to bend down into the smoke to grab something on the ground.
Vivian, wait! Where are you going? What are you doing?
Jimheim, what do you do?
I'm just kind of watching this in awe, but yeah, I'm gonna do it. I would definitely, in this instance, I'm gonna cast slow upon Vivian to try to get her to slow the fuck down so Vivi can catch up with her, so she can't get away in this moment.
Interesting. Okay.
So she has to make and while I cast this, I'm also gonna give the Valentines in there.
Okay.
And actually, if they're in my radius, if my dad and my stepmom are in the radius, I would also try to grab them in there and slow them down. I don't really want to deal with them right now either.
Yeah, your stepmom didn't come to the party, but your dad is definitely right next to you. So your dad, the Valentines, and Vivian. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's roll something here. I don't have stats for your parents, so I'm just gonna roll a d20. I'm gonna assume Vivian's parents are the Valentine parents. I'm gonna say +2 to this. Okay, so dad makes it, mom makes it, Now let's go with your father, Jimheim. I'm gonna add nothing to this. Okay,
No.
so he's slowed. And now Vivian. Vivian at 6. Well,
All right.
shit.
DC
Okay.
15.
Nice.
So Vivian in slow motion, you can see she starts bending down and she stands back up holding this white featureless mask, and is moving to put it on her face. As she does, she just goes, "Stop calling me that," and slowly starts turning around, putting the mask on. The rest of you stand up, and people around you are standing up. And as you do, you start to also hear this sparking, whooshing, rumbling kind of sound. As you're all sort of just taking a quick moment to examine the surroundings, what has happened is that the bombs did go off, but they weren't on the boat. They were attached to the magically animated cranes that were holding up the boat. Those cranes have crystals that were sort of worked into their construction, originally designed by Vivi and Vivian themselves, or at least based on preliminary schematics of them. And Vivi, you would know that the way those things are powered is they bind elementals into those gems. And now that those cranes have been damaged and wrecked, the crystals are cracked. Sparks and whooshing air are sort of emanating from several of them. And you could see manifesting out of these damaged machinery are a series of large rampaging elementals. So, in this situation, you guys have a number of objectives that you could pursue. You could stand and fight elementals as they are sort of emerging from the wreckage here. You could work on getting bystanders out of harm's way. You could pursue the bomber and Vivian. I'll rope them both into a general chase after people. So, of those 3, hang on. Was I smart enough to make a chart for this? I did not. Okay, so my apologies. But you guys again have those 3 objectives.
What was
Chase,
the second one again?
Save bystanders is the one you're asking about.
Yeah.
Fight elementals, save bystanders, or chase.
Okay.
Now, you guys are not the only people at this party who are well-versed and perfectly capable of taking care of themselves in combat. Not by a long shot. So you also have allies to assist you. Basically, you guys can accomplish or can tackle one task. The other partygoers, the allies, can accomplish a second task, and then one task could either be left undone, and you'll just have to deal with the consequences of that, or you could give me an inspiration token, and better consequences will happen. It won't be ideal. It won't be the best thing that could happen, as if you guys had pursued it yourselves and gotten successes and stuff like this in order to make it happen. But it will be generally positive.
So we're deciding what to pursue as a group, not individually.
Right.
Okay.
So you guys, as a group, which of those 3 objectives would you like to pursue? I'm going to post them in chat here.
Should we do an initial vote just to see where everybody's at?
Or just everyone takes a turn, kind of giving their reasons for their kind of ordering of them.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
And then how about each of you privately message me your vote in Discord.
Okay.
Yeah, but let's maybe talk first. Talk through.
Yeah, talk first.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's happening?
Give me one.
God damn it, Ryan.
I hate you, Ryan.
All right,
Yeah. Right.
Ryan's going last.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, so short version is there are fire elementals
Hey, my
crashing
bad.
apart. Yeah, we are the judges of defeat the elementals, chase the criminals. Correct me if I'm wrong. The Black Viper, aka Vivian, is included amongst the criminals, right?
Yeah, that would include Vivian and the bomber.
Gotcha. So yeah, that's objective 2, and third objective is saving bystanders, i.e., the other party goers.
Hmm.
I am actually worried about bystanders.
Same.
Yeah. I want to save my girlfriend.
I want to make sure that Caprica, Nyx, and the Pio and oh god, I forgot their names. I'm a terrible person.
Siri, Pio, Nestor,
And, yeah,
Nix. Yeah.
I want to save the whole cat
Brasses.
crew. Yeah, I want to save. I want to save the entire cat crew. That's my number
You
one.
want to save your pride.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
That was good.
Yeah, you don't even have to choose between girlfriends. You can just have them all.
God damn it.
King's way.
And the elementals, they're like fucking up the boat and stuff. Like if we don't fight them,
with no cranes to support it, that boat has fallen down off its out of the cranes and is just like heavily damaged, sitting here on the dry dock essentially.
Cool.
Yeah, they're going to start damaging the boat. They're going to start tearing up the pier and probably surrounding buildings and structures.
My personal thoughts on the elementals are: Kyle is smart enough to get backup elements in his damage types. King isn't. He's all in on fire, so he will do shit all against those elementals.
So here's my thought. My priorities are bystanders and criminals. So I would say delegate one of those to our allies and pursue the other. And then elementals, I am gonna regret this, but I am willing to give a token to Jolly to have that resolve relatively well.
Yeah, I'd have like the black staffs and some mages or something.
I would.
Yeah.
I agree with your priorities. I'm a little nervous about giving Josh a token because he's got 2 already. That guy's hoarding inspiration tokens,
True.
and that makes me nervous. This guy,
True.
you gotta remember who we're dealing with.
I will remind you that the inspiration tokens are being hoarded for a mechanic you have not seen yet. You will see soon enough, and it is not in your favor.
Is it for the Alva
Yeah.
race? Yes or no?
It is not for that. No.
Okay. He can have as many tokens
No.
then.
I'm leery to give you. I'm leery to give you the tokens. I'm leery, but I kind of. Okay.
Here's a question: does Nyx count as an ally or as a bystander?
Ooh.
Nyx is a member of Devil Star Song's little Zent gang. I would qualify her as an ally.
Ooh.
Gotcha. In which case, yeah, I had the same thought on priority as Lee in that, like, chase criminals, bystanders for sure, and elementals. It's mainly a question of whether we want to give you a token for it or just let them go nuts. And
Guards got it, Yeah.
and like if we can
hard
have
issue.
Ezo, Oz, what do you guys think?
Our job is to
agree.
take care of these criminals, not to
I
fight
like-
elementals.
Yes.
Save
We
the
also need to
bystanders
catch
by
the-
our allies, and then get the criminals. I agree.
I think we need to catch those criminals because catching the bomber is going to be our key defense in the bombing that we just survived on the much nicer part of town than the ass end of Dock Ward, which I'm pretty sure I don't know that anybody lives in this section of Dock Ward. So fuck it. Also, right here next to the naval harbor, let the fucking Navy take care of it. This is their jurisdiction.
Yeah, not our problem.
I am all Dock Ward cop here. It is my problem, but brief aside. Okay, yeah, maybe.
We're in the naval section. This is their problem.
Yeah.
Other thing
the Navy.
that Laz is concerned about is that there is another person who is in danger tonight, who is nowhere near what is going on right now, to our knowledge, and our only way of finding out what is going on with that person is running away currently.
Who's that person? Who are you talking about?
Cassandra Wavier.
The girl who's gone missing.
Yeah. So Laz is probably Laz's priorities are catch the bomber and delegate the bystanders.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how about you guys go ahead and send me your vote for what you think the group should pursue. Go ahead and
Okay.
send me that now.
What?
You're gonna private message me in Discord the goal you believe the group should pursue. The party.
I just whispered it in roll 22.
That's fine. That'll work too.
Does our vote count twice if we do it in both places?
No.
Alright, just want to check.
Okay. 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 So the group is going to pursue the criminals. All right. So between saving bystanders and dealing with these elementals, what would you like your allies to accomplish?
We dimming this or are we discussing this?
Yeah, DMing this too.
Okay.
Ryan, I've got your vote.
Sorry, stuff.
No, it's okay. 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 So based on what I've got here, group is going. Okay, yeah. Group's going to pursue criminals. Allies will help the bystanders. And let's just let's do a yay or nay here. Would you like to give me a inspiration token to resolve the elemental situation relatively well?
So it's yes, give, no, don't give.
Right. Okay. I just need from Susan and Ryan when you guys get a chance. Or you can just say it. Either's fine with me.
This is for what our allies should do?
No, this is for
The
should I get a
tokens.
token for dealing with elementals?
Oh.
Nah.
Okay. And Ryan, should I get a token for dealing with elementals? If you're talking, I can't hear you.
He says no. He doesn't have his
No.
headphones on.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. All right then. So, because you guys are cowards, I don't get a token. You will delegate. Okay, allies are going to help with the bystanders, and you guys are going after Vivian and the bomber. Fan-fucking-tastic. So, let me pull this up when I get a chance here. Where is it? Boop. Okay, so very first thing are the part you
You're cutting out a bit.
see the castle lantern. Okay, sorry. Okay. Can you guys let me adjust the thing.
Sounds better now.
Yeah.
Okay, better now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you guys are leaving the party, you see the Castlanters, Drusilla Osternath, the Thayan ambassador, probably Mert, and that bodyguard, who was wearing a traditional sort of Karatur outfit and carrying a sword on his hip. They step forward and start basically holding off pieces of flying debris as people start evacuating the party scene. The elementals start rampaging all around the area, but everybody's just getting out of there. At one point, Vivi's father actually picks somebody up and whooshes them to safety using his trained fencing acrobatics. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's unfortunate. Hang on, let me see if I can find this thing. Where did I put it? Okay, I guess I didn't. Oh well. But yeah. So you guys bolt the fuck out. That. And before we get into what we're about to do, one quick thing. You guys, as you're chasing after these two criminals, Vivi, you suddenly hear a weird voice in your head. Hello? Hello, Mr. Neverember? It's me. I just want you to know I'm still waiting for you. Where you told me. This is Diggory Whistledown. In case you forgot. But I'm just still here, sir. Waiting for you whenever. Got your package here. Don't worry, old Diggory's got it under control. Anytime now, sir.
Can I respond?
You can.
Thanks, Diggory. I'm not Mr. Neverember, but I can let him know.
Well, okay.
I think.
Okay, and at that point, yeah, he can't actually respond. Vivi, you're like, the fuck was that? And then you notice there's a little flashing coming from one of your pockets. You reach out and you find that weird rock that you guys found in the office underneath your bar. It's flashing with light. You were able to determine that it seems to be some sort of sending stone. And the person on the other end just contacted you.
What the heck is that?
That makes sense.
Cool.
Wait, could everyone hear that?
Technically, only Vivi could because it's
Yeah.
sending, so it's just in her head.
What's that rock you got there?
Apparently a sending stone. The guy has a package for Neverember.
Can I grab it from her?
Sure.
Could you give me that?
Yeah, here.
Do I know what a sending stone is?
Yeah, I'll assume
common
you've all
enough?
seen. Yeah, I'll assume you've all seen sending stones before. You know how they work and all that stuff.
So then I'll try to say, hello there, this is Mr. Neverember. Sorry for the confusion. You have a package for me.
Oh, yes, sir. Hi there, Mr. Neverember. This is Diggory Whistledown. I got your package here. I've been keeping it safe for your past few days, just like I said. I'm still here at the intersection of hang on. He gives you an intersection name. I don't have time to look at the fucking street names right now. But he gives you an intersection. Tells you you would recognize that it's up in C Ward. He's like, but I'm still sitting here waiting for you, sir.
So, lovely. I'm a bit busy this evening, a bit occupied, having an explosive time. But I'll come find you maybe later this evening or tomorrow, if that's okay.
I don't think that message gets sent, Jim, because he contacted you. You respond, or he contacted Vivi. Vivi responded. You contacted him, and he responded. So that last part got cut.
Okay.
Oh, here it is. The intersection would be the intersection of Ignorance Alley and no, Grimwald's Way is the other way. Intersection of it's on Ignorance Alley essentially. And whatever that street that bifurcates it.
Can you pin it?
Here, I'll actually ping you. Yeah, I don't know why I'm sitting here saying it. I'll shift ping you. Here.
Is that in the same direction as the criminals? Or?
What was your question, King?
Is that the same direction as the criminals were chasing, or no?
Absolutely. I mean, no. No, I'll just say that. No.
It's on the far end of town.
Yeah, it's on the exact opposite end of town. I guess technically it is because you guys are
the entire city pretty much is.
Yeah.
Anywhere else they would go.
Yeah, because the criminals would have run sort of this way. So I mean, yeah.
All right, well, I'll leave it at that then, and follow up later.
In the meantime, boop.
I recognize that circle.
Oh, so little and cute.
Aww.
A tiny skill challenge for tiny.
The fuck is it?
The bigger the
It's
stakes, the smaller the skill challenge.
Oh, okay. I see it. Wait a minute. Hang on. I'm stupid. If I just zoomed out, I already had tokens. Okay. Boop. There we go. You'll notice it's much larger than that other token. I only have the biggest tokens.
Hold on, I got his. What are you talking about? Oh,
I pinged it.
way out to find it.
Did you find the hidden Mickey?
Can you make a hidden Mickey?
I'll see what I can do.
Please.
There's definitely coral shaped like a penis.
Anyway, so you guys are in pursuit of Vivian as well as the bomber.
Are they running together?
No, they're not. They don't appear to be working together or anything like that. They are running in the same general direction, essentially, but that's more of like just coincidence of where you guys are and where you'd have to move to in order to like get to different parts of the city. So they are running in the same like cardinal direction, but they're not running together or coordinating in anything like that. Yeah, go ahead.
I want to bargain for maybe like one success since Vivian's slowed. I know it's only for a minute, but I slowed her down, right? She's struggling as we chase her.
That is very I'll go ahead and markate that here in a second.
Also, thank you for bringing these over to where we are.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you.
That is one fucked up looking Mickey.
Yeah, that Mickey's fucking.
Oh wait, hang on. These are all wrong. Hold on.
That Mickey
Sorry,
got hit by a truck.
My tokens are being weird here.
It's because he's got lung cancer from shoveling all that coal on the steamboat.
If you look at the pointer of where we are, the little like arrow thing as a nose, and Naval Harbor as a mouth, it's terrifying.
Oh God, it is.
Oh God.
Yeah, it really is. It's like its nose right here.
Okay, so as you guys are pursuing these criminals into the city, a couple of things I will point out, or as for descriptive purposes here. The streets of Dockward in particular are filled with people right now. It's Liar's Night. People are out and about, partying in the streets. They're drinking. They're like doing essentially trick or treating, going around exchanging candies and things like that. There are bonfires that have been set up in certain intersections and alleys and whatnot. The entire district is also illuminated with red lanterns. Earlier in the day, you guys encountered the Lamplighters Guild as they were going around to each section of the city and installing colored candles into the street lamps, different colors for each ward. Dock Ward got red. So the streets are bathed in this deep scarlet color, occasionally broken up by the oranges and yellows of a fire. Shadows are deep as you are rushing through these crowded streets trying to catch up to these people. With that, let's go ahead and drag your tokens out here, and then we'll have you guys roll initiative. So, nope.
I like how we have Mickey Inception here.
Yes.
It's as if Mickey were coral, and he's got his butt. He reproduces by budding.
That's a horrifying thought.
The almond Mickey.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of Mickeys. Max, can you say Mickey? Mickey. That's not Mickey.
God damn it. Rolled a 1 on my fucking initiative.
Please don't let that be
it's a skill challenge. It's not super important.
It's
We're only
always
catching-
important, Josh. Don't lie to me.
We're only catching Verity's long lost sister.
I'm honestly more worried about the bomber.
Sorry, baby.
Okay. All right. So, Oz, as you guys are running after these criminals, what would you like to do? Let me get some.
Oz is going to jump onto Bully and ride him as fast as he can.
Okay.
So can I make an animal handling check?
Certainly.
Okay. I suck. Bully sees some food.
Okay. All right. Roll20 is being a little slow for me. So if you guys can announce your
10.
numbers as we go. 10. Okay. Thank you. All right. So with a 10, you guys gain 1 failure. There
It's
we go.
not an
Now it appears.
auspicious start, guys.
So Oz, you hop onto Bully and you start chasing after these people. Would you like to go after Verity or the bomber? Or I'm sorry, Vivian or the bomber?
To be honest, I don't really care about the Vivian person. I'm going after
Fair.
the bomber.
Okay. So you go, you're riding Bully, trying to hop through these crowds. Unfortunately, there's so many people that Bully has a hard time with his big wide frog body, squeezing around. He tries to hop out of, over people and things like that, and that works for a little bit. Unfortunately, it's just, streets are too packed. They're too confined. He keeps, hitting people and knocking them over, and it just becomes just a humongous cluster. As we go to King.
I am going to turn to Vivi, and I'm going to ask her, You're sure that's your sister, right?
Yeah, that's totally her. It looks like her and everything.
You miss her, right?
Of course.
Let's get her then. And I'm going to twin cast haste on myself and Vivi.
Okay. So, King, would you like to actually spin that spell slot to get advantage on this?
Absolutely, and with the I'm also gonna spend some sorcery points to twin it onto Vivi as well. Not sure what how that would reflect in the skills challenge.
I'd say
but...
since you're willing to spend a 3rd level slot for this, and you're twinning it and all that, so that's essentially 2 resources you're burning. I'd say it would give both you and Vivi advantage on your next checks.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So, King, why don't you go ahead and give me a charisma-based Arcana check as you're casting haste on them. On you guys.
Okie dokie. Charisma-based Arcana.
And again, you have advantage on this.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I guess I just give a charisma check because I'm not proficient in Arcana, so yeah, I'll just do a charisma check then.
Okay, yeah.
24.
Fuck, and that's a crit, so that's 2 successes.
You know what? Can I just lay a feline agility on top of this and just go fast as fuck, boy?
Sure, yeah. So King cast you cast haste on yourself. What's it look like when you cast haste, King? Remind us all.
Golden fire just kind of like starts to erupt from my ankles and feet, and it starts to kind of spread over to Vivi's feet as well, and we just start going faster and faster, and with the feline agility, I actually get on all fours as I just start, bounding towards Vivian.
Mm-hmm. So you are like right on her heels. She like looks behind you and she's like, "What the hell is this?" And you see she takes that mask, slaps it to her face. Her image shimmers for a second and then turns into, she goes from the picture I showed you earlier to the Black Viper persona, which has a black hood and like this large domino mask that covers her eyes, leather armor, a little mini cape. She wears a rapier on her side and these leather boots. But so she's gone into a disguised form, as she's just as you're like right there on her heels, and now you know what she looks like if she sort of ducks away from you guys. Goes to Lazarus.
All right. So Lazarus is going to sort of he's going to hop up on like a crate or something for a second. He's going to just scan the area and kind of plot the most likely path for the bomber to take. Just sort of like mentally think what would be their most efficient path.
Okay.
So,
what are you thinking? Like investigation, insight, what?
I was thinking investigation, but insight also works. I am good with either.
I'll leave it to you then.
Okay, I'll use insight.
$16.
16. Sorry, I forgot that we had to call him.
That's okay. I'm moving a little bit faster now. So 16 is a success. Yeah, so Laz, you start trying to do the mental calculations of where this bomber's going, things like that. You think they're probably going to try to muscle into like large crowds, and so you anticipate this. You start directing whoever's like chasing after the bomber. So I have a feeling bomber is going to be you, Ezo, and Oz, whereas Vivi, King, and Jimheimer are kind of going after Vivian. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. That seems the case here.
That sounds right to me.
That works.
Sounds about right.
Seems like the division of labor here.
Yeah, so the three of you start chasing after this bomber, heading into these crowds. As you do, Laz, as you guys are rushing into one of these congested little plazas, somebody like one of the party goers just sort of shoves you out of the way. Just like, the fuck you think you're going? Think you're better than me or something? He clearly is intoxicated.
And I just part of me that just wants to punch him in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Really do. But
right.
Yeah.
We're gonna come back to you as we go to Jimheim.
All right. So as I'm chasing after Vivian, are we like splitting up in a sense? Like the two of us, those groups of three that you just said are.
I'm
they
going to assume like you guys are
direction?
within an eye shot of each other at any given point. So you're
All right.
not really splitting up. You just happen to be sort of like in your own little wings.
So what I'd like to, what I would like to do then is, I am going to Actually, you know what? Let's save the resources for now. We'll see. We're doing pretty good. So then I'm just going to say, Vivian, stop! Oh my God! Watch out! There's a dragon. And come here. I'll try to kind of get her to stop for a second and look up in the sky and slow down even further.
That sounds like deception to me. Yeah, it's not. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So, Jim, yeah, you yell after Vivian, and you see she like looks over her shoulder and then like stops, looks up in the air. Dragon, where? Starts looking around as we go to Vivi. So, Vivi, you're probably about rooftops behind Vivian.
Okay.
Reminder: you also have advantage.
Yes, you also have advantage right now.
I was just gonna say that I'm going to attempt to get close enough to basically tackle her if I can. So I guess maybe just acrobatics.
Okay. Sure. Okay, so 19 is definitely a success. So, Verity, you collide with your sister, and the two of you go tumbling off this roof.
Okay.
You have a very firm grasp on her. As we go to Izo.
I'm going to use a Moxie point for the advantage to essentially be able to triple dash to really and just trying to run and like shove my way through this crowd as quickly as possible after the bomber.
Okay, go for it.
24.
You guys are killing it here. So,
It's a big wheel. Anything could happen.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's a big wheel, and the other wheel's not that big at all.
Yeah.
I have a much larger wheel than you guys do. Yes. So at the top of the round here, Vivi, you and Verity, you and Vivian, the Valentine sisters, you guys went tumbling off this roof, and like basically there's so many people on the street that you don't even hit the ground. You just hit people, and you kind of crowd surf for a second. As they sort of like crowd surf you for a bit, and then just sort of drop the two of you. You've got Vivian in your grasp here, Verity, and you like notice that like all around you they've lit more bonfires in this little plaza. The heat in this plaza is actually surprising. You're kind of shocked that everybody would be lighting more bonfires because they're outdoors, but it's already like uncomfortably warm here. Meanwhile, Lazarus, this guy shoved you to the side. Izo and Oz are moving through this crowd to the best of their ability. Izo's sort of like tackling people to the side. You start noticing, the three of you, that people in this plaza start throwing punches. Somebody, like somewhere, fights are starting to erupt in the plaza. Oz, goes to you.
I'm going to try to... Can I insight the crowd? You know, like check where this fighting started, so I can try to avoid it?
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck it. Should I just normal roll it? That's pretty good, right? I don't know.
15 is good enough.
Yeah.
But just...
Bum,
So,
bum, bum.
Oz, as you are inciting this crowd, yeah, you think that the fighting started at like over by a fountain, and by fountain I don't mean like a nice like pristine fountain. It's more like a common drinking fountain. People were standing in line trying to get to the water and started arguing over who gets whose turn it is. That
it,
little
okay.
fight, however, has broken up into numerous other fights around the plaza for various reasons. And you get the impression, Oz, that you guys don't want to be here much longer because this could actually start turning into a full-out brawl. As we go to King.
Okay, so the part of the street that Vivi and Vivian fell into is still kind of crowded with people?
Yeah, crowded with people and a lot of bonfires down below.
Okay, I am going to leap down near them, and as I'm falling, I'm going to use a mix of prestidigitation and my illusion to pretty much make like an ethereal kind of demon appearance around myself, land, and then just kind of roar to try and make them all scatter away from wherever, where Vivian and Vivi landed. I'm going to do an intimidation for that.
Cool. Yeah, go for it.
Nice. 24.
24.
Damn.
All right. So, King, you let out this big roar. The crowd of people down below, like, hear you, notice you. A lot of them get spooked and start running away. Although you hear at least half a dozen people just shout, just like roar back at you in some sort of way. They are sort of quickly pushed aside as all these people sort of stampede out of the way. But like you got some pushback on that.
Huh. Strange.
As we go to Lazarus.
Lazarus is laser focused. He is not about this riot at all. He mutters a very grouchy fucking Doc Ward and immediately starts like leaping on crates to try to get up to the rooftops to just bypass this crowd completely and get the high ground where he can continue to track the bomber.
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Go for it.
19.
All right. So, Lazarus's profile, silhouetted in this blood red light, leaps up these crates onto the rooftops. Laz, you can see that the bomber is like ducking and weaving. However, people in the crowd are now starting to like notice, well, her really, because it looks like one of Mert's prostitutes. And like several of them are like catcalling her. Several drunk guys sort of try to quote unquote stumble into her. One of them actually grabs her by the wrist. You hear him go, "Oh, why don't you give us a kiss?" She like slaps him. He slaps her back, and then like three more jump out of this alley, grab her, and pull her into it. As we go to Jimheim.
Damn.
So, Jim, you see Verity and Vivian like fighting on the ground below you. There are people sort of like rushing out of this plaza away from King.
I'm gonna say to them,
spilled candies everywhere.
I'm gonna say to kind of the people on the street. I'm just like, help us catch that one. She's a criminal. She was just involved in a bombing, and I'll point to Vivian as they're wrestling down there and try to get some people to help us.
Okay. Persuasion.
Right, and I have an advantage on persuasion checks.
Okay.
Because of that Kalistar ability.
Goddamn Kalistar. Okay, cool.
So 15?
15. Okay. Okay, yeah. Woohoo.
All right.
You guys are doing it. Okay. Yeah, so several people, Jimheim, yeah, you start directing several people. A couple of them, mostly like merchants who are working little candy stalls that have now been sort of toppled over in the confusion. Like, they see you, they hear you, and they nod and like rush in trying to help Verity tackle Vivian. But several other people in the crowd like just yell back at you, tell you to fuck off. Like, what, you think you're better than me? Stuff like that. As we one guy actually like steps forward and puts his like wanting to box you even though you're up on the fucking roof. As we go to Verity.
I don't know if I actually am like holding her or not, but I wanted to say to her,
Mhm.
Vivian, why should I pursue you? Why shouldn't I call you that? What are you trying to do?
Persuasion, I guess.
Go for it. All right.
Nice.
So, we're gonna cover you here in just a second, Vivian. God damn it, Verity. Whoever you are. Ezo. You guys have completed the skills challenge. I just want to know what does Ezo do with in the situation he's in. So you
Okay,
see this woman get yanked down this alleyway.
Right. Izo having like rushed so far ahead in the previous round, seeing this happens, sneaks stealthily into the alley behind them, and if I can, I want to Three Stooges just knock the shit out of these, like grab their heads and like knock their heads together like really fucking hard to knock them both out.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So, Izo, we see you slink into the shadows, already much deeper and darker because of the lighting. You just dissolve into them, and then like we could see like a shot of the silhouettes of those guys wrestling with this bomber woman, and then the towering image of Izo just appears behind them, knocks all the heads together, and you're able to like reach out and grab a hold of this woman. She ain't going nowhere. Meanwhile, Verity. So you've got your sister, and you're asking her, why don't you want to call me all this and all that stuff. Vivian like looks at you, and she's like, I don't even know who you people are. Okay, stop calling me Vivian. I don't even know how you know that name, and stop following me around. She like tries to shove off of you.
What do you mean?
You don't have a insight check that?
Sure. Jim, King, you're both there. You could do the same thing. Vivi, you know your sister the best, and yeah, you could tell. Normally, when she lies, the corner of her mouth trembles. It is not trembling now. She seems to be like completely sincere, or at least genuine, at least mostly sincere.
Well, then
If you'll let her, she'll take a couple of steps back.
Yeah.
then who are you?
She glares at you. I'm the Black Viper. Now stay away from me, weirdos. She another step back, and she's going to cast Misty Step and pop away from you and appear on a rooftop.
Can I try and counterspell that?
Sure. Yeah, totally. You can do so. She tries to... Okay, so she goes to cast it. She turns to mist real quick and then, like, reappears right back where she was. What the hell? Looks up at you, King.
I don't think she's done talking to you.
I'm like standing there a little dumbfounded though.
What's Jim doing?
Jem says, you asked us how we know the name Vivian. How do you know the name Vivian?
I mean, how do you know my name, you weirdos?
Because we know you. That's typically how you know someone's name.
I don't know you people. I've never met any of you before in my life. I think I would remember somebody cute like you.
Nice. You're acting. You're doing a little role play. Oh, yeah. I don't remember you either. You're quite beautiful, though.
Jem.
Fuck you. She flips you off.
Jem, she's not pretending. She's not lying. She
But we have met.
She doesn't know who we are.
Oh no.
We have known each other.
Oh no.
If you know what I mean.
The man with. Oh no. I'm just saying this to myself, like behind them as it started to come together. Let me find this guy's name.
You guys, yeah, so
Batman?
it's the situation you're in. Meanwhile, Izo, you've bonked these people's heads together. Laz, Oz, you come into the alleyway. The bomber is there before you.
Laz drops into like a 3-point drop with his sword drawn. You remember why? Yeah, you remember that he was a. You remember that he was a vigilante.
Hello there,
What
bomber man.
is Saint Domain planning? And
I don't know anybody named Fet Saint Domain. In fact, unhand me, you big brute. She like slaps you.
The bomber man is a woman.
She like,
let's
looks
see
down
here.
at you. Sit here and let this big brute help, like manhandle me.
Yes.
Mm. Izo, give me an athletics check.
You got it. God damn it.
He had 7 to this. 14. Okay. Woman manages, like, you watch as the woman, she's like sitting there trying to pull away from you, Izo, and then suddenly her wrist and her forearm expand suddenly, turning like super muscular, almost like a really buff guy. The transformation startles you enough that you let go for a second. She withdraws the hand, it turns back into a woman's, and she starts to try to bolt again.
Hold on, I have a thing for this.
Okay.
Boom. I can spend a moxie point to make this happen again.
Oh, okay, cool.
God damn it.
The bomber woman runs down the alleyway trying to get away from the two of you, or the three of you. However, unfortunately, like, she turns a corner, and you just hear, "Oh, son of a bitch," as you guys come running around. It's a dead end. But she's no longer in your grip, and she takes a couple of steps back and presses herself up against the wall. You then watch as she like reaches down to her, like, what would be her waist, and seeming to pull from a pocket that doesn't exist, she produces a curved dagger and holds it out like in a fighting stance.
There's no need for that. Put
Okay,
down
now
your
listen,
weapon.
you guys, you just stay back, okay?
The rat is cornered.
Tell us what Saint Domain is planning.
I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. I fucking don't know. Okay, what are you people, watch or
Insight.
something? Sure.
This town ain't big enough for the two of us.
You just have one-liners, just like chained and ready to go.
15?
Cracks his neck.
15. Okay.
Oh yeah.
It's
I'm
hard
feeling
to
like
read
shit.
the face of a woman whose face seems to constantly be changing. Slowly, she's going to drop this disguise and revert to a gray-skinned humanoid whose left side, the left upper corner of their face seems melted almost, resulting in them only having a right eye.
What is this? Attack of the Clones?
No, I'm 90%.
Oh, she's
sure
Two-Face.
you guys.
I think it's well, I'm not in that scene, but I think it's one of the escaped criminals.
Oh, yeah.
Criminals.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I was just thinking
this is Vryn the doppelganger.
I was just thinking of the person. I think it's Attack of the Clones. The assassin sniper that tries to take out Padme was also like a changeling kind of alien.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't recognize that guy, right?
Yeah, but the three of you would you would recognize him from wanted posters that have been around the city for the past few days,
Right.
but you don't have a connection to him.
Okay.
Where is Cassandra Wavier?
Where's
Listen,
Rachel?
I don't fucking know, okay? I don't know who Rachel is either.
Rachel! That's fantastic. I'm gonna slam his head into the table. Actually, there's probably a crate there. Slam his head into the
There
crate.
probably is, yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
Wait, Laz,
Okay,
calm
yeah,
down. You're
just
supposed to be
smash
the
him
good
into some
cop.
crates.
Who
He's like-
was in charge? Sorry, go ahead.
He's just like, listen, I don't know where she is, okay? I swear, I don't fucking know. Look, I just want to go home, okay? I just want to go home. I told him, I told him I'd do the one thing, and then I'm out. I'm not doing any of this shit anymore.
Who? Who'd you tell?
Saint Domain.
I'm gonna. Does he seem genuine again? Does he seem genuine now?
I'm gonna stick with that 15.
Okay.
Unless Oz, do you want to roll insight? I don't think you have yet.
No, I haven't. Fuck it, why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Oz, you could tell from like the tone in his voice and the sort of panic in his gestures. Yeah, he seems genuine here.
You know, I've seen a lot of slime balls, and this guy's he seems like he's really in a panic. He's in a corner here.
Who was in charge of taking Cassandra Wavier wherever she was taken?
The bugbear, the big guy with no teeth. Listen. Listen. Saint Domain didn't give me any of the fucking details. Okay, he just told me about or at least not about that part of the plan. He told me to like take the bombs, put them on the boat, and blow it up. Okay, blow it up when everybody was out to sea. Okay, but I didn't want to do all those people there. I'm a. Okay, I killed one guy, but I mean, I didn't mean to. Okay, he wasn't. Point is,
They always don't mean to.
I'm a lot
They
of
all
things,
say
man,
that.
but I'm not that. I'm sorry. What'd you say, Oz?
I said they always say that they didn't mean to. I didn't do it. Yeah, right. You know, I have a question for you. How did you get out of prison? Oh.
Look, Saint Domain came to us 2 days before we got transported. He's a big famous detective. They led him onto the Amends Farm prison camp outside of the city. He came to me and he handed me a vial. Told me,
Jolly question.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Can I activate my? Can I activate the thing that records?
Do you have a memory gem on you?
I thought I had it. Let me double check.
I think
I
know
really
the
hope
king
I
has
have it.
one.
We either need the memory
Nope.
gem or we have to take this guy in because no one's gonna fucking believe us.
Nope.
Wait, did you blow up that other house then?
Oh, do you mean Victor Saint Domain's place?
Yeah.
No, I didn't blow up anything. Well, I mean, besides just now.
This isn't much of a defense for us if we
Hold
Yeah,
on.
but
I'm
nobody's gonna
checking
believe us
magic
about
items.
Domain without this guy.
No, listen, you can't take me in. You can't take me in. I just want to go home, okay? I'm out of this stuff. Saint Domain, he came, he gave me this vial of rust powder. He told me to use it on the hinges as we were being transported out. He said he'd be there, he'd be ready. He told me when to use it, and he said that once we were out, that he'd take care of us, okay? And sure enough, I did what he said. We all got out, and yeah, he took care of us all right. He press ganged us into fucking working for him. He's got
What,
files on us, man. Files on
what-
everything.
Do you-
Knows all our weaknesses.
Wait.
Do you
What
have
kind
the
of...
vial?
Yeah, do you have proof?
No, I just ditched the vial when I left. When I got out of the
God damn it.
wagon.
Well, then all we got is you, man, because we don't have any other proof.
And we got
Guys,
it.
come on. Man. Look, if you take me in, I'm a dead man, okay? You understand. The Zins are after me, man. They
Don't
find
worry.
me.
We'll put you in police custody. You'll be fine.
God damn it.
Man, half the cops in this whole city work for the fucking guild.
Is that where Saint Domain
I
works
just want to
for?
find my
The guild?
friend, and I want to get out of here.
Is that
I
what
just want to
Saint
lie
Domain?
low, live a normal life.
Is Saint
I'm sorry,
Domain
what?
a part of the guild?
Did he just say find my friend?
Yeah.
Which friend?
Man, fuck you. I ain't gonna rat her out like that.
Oh, it's a her now, is it?
Were any of the
Yeah.
escapees female?
No. Well,
Okay.
no, that's not true. Rayan the Gasper is technically female.
Huh.
Technically.
Technically.
What kind of technicality?
I mean, as in, it's a choker. It's an aberration. So to the extent that they kind of have gender, I mean, like,
Ooh.
canonically, she's female.
I'm good against aberrations.
Laz, you know we have
I
nothing
know.
without taking this guy in.
I know.
Listen, the Zents don't want just want me. If they find out about, if they can, gonna make me turn her over too. Okay, changelings are real big. They're real useful. One of these gangs get a hold of us. The fuck? Come on, you can't.
Well, why don't you
We'll
just
see, okay?
change you to somebody else, and you can still be our Oh fuck yeah.
We'll take you to the Blackstaff herself. You can explain to her.
One of you can roll me persuasion with advantage.
Does anybody have persuasion?
I do not.
I do, but I have a +2.
Mine's +2 as well.
Nope. I have a -1.
Let me check bully. Give me a second.
Persuasion. Mine's a 0.
Look into the eyes of the Hypnotoad.
Look, here, I'm not rolling, but I'll speak for a second. Look, friend, like they could find you on your own easy enough. If the Blackstaff can't protect you, nobody can. Help us in this. Help us bring in Domain, and I'm sure she will help you and your friend.
You want some drugs?
You want to take me into the fucking cops, man? They'll just throw me fucking back in jail.
I mean, he is a cop, so...
I'm not talking about the cops. I'm talking about the Blackstaff. This is bigger than you.
Man, they're all the fucking
the one
same.
person you killed.
At least tell us anything that you know. Anything that you can.
Okay, look, I don't know anything about...
Any detail could be important.
What happened to your
Okay,
hair?
listen, I don't know anything about where they took her. Except... Saint Domain kept mentioning bells, okay? He was talking about bells. And he said something about a piece of property he's got down here. Laz, that does check out. You interacted with Saint Domain a long time ago during that eel cult debacle, and he mentioned how he had just recently purchased property down here in Dockward. He was thinking about turning it into a school for gifted youth.
I just had an idea.
Helm's Eternal Watch.
Josh.
Yes.
Do I Ezo know that King has the memory gem thing?
I feel like we would all know because we just used it. We used it at Saint Domain's.
Oh, right.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Can I use my Harper pin to get King's butt over here?
Sure. We're gonna hold off that just a second. We're gonna jump back over to those guys real quick. So, Verity, Jimheim, and King. You've got Vivian sort of backing up. King has countered her attempt to Misty Step away, and yeah, she seems pretty committed to the idea that she does not know who you people are.
Can I do a check a perception check to see if anyone has been following us, like besides people in the crowd? Any mysterious individuals who might be called Shun Manafort? All right.
Sure. 12. You don't see a Shun Manafort anywhere, King. You do notice like the bonfire, or like somebody lit a bonfire like or two over, and like it appears to have gotten quite large. And then you see like the building or a building 2 streets over catch on fire.
Oh. Yeah, I'm just going to just get Viva's attention and like, I think someone actually messed with her memories. Someone used magic to mess with her mind. It happened to Oz the other day, and it was. I'll tell you guys more later. I think it's about to get worse here.
Suddenly, smashing through a window from a neighboring building, like somebody comes like crashing through a window, having been like essentially punched out of it, and like is now tumbled into the street. Somebody clambers out of the window and starts just like kicking the shit out of the other guy. What, you think you're better than me? And now there's just
So these two dudes are just fighting in the street.
They're very clearly intoxicated and just fighting.
Vivian, Black Viper, whatever you go by, I think someone has messed with your memories. Do you want to trust us and figure out what's going on?
No, I don't fucking trust you, and my memory's just fine. You weird tiger thing.
Oh yeah, well then, what was your first birthday present?
I don't know.
Aha! I don't know. It's not really an aha.
She like looks at you super weird.
Most people probably wouldn't remember their first birthday present.
That's the first thing I could think of. Fuck.
Listen.
She suddenly runs to the side and is rushing towards the 2 guys who are fighting. What are you doing, Jim?
As I see her do that, I'll say, you need to stop and you need to follow us. And I'll cast suggestion on her.
Okay. When you do that, she's going to respond with a counterspell of her own. She's just like, okay, you know what? I'm fucking had it with you. Is that a second level spell? It is. Yeah, so she'll burn a counterspell.
Yeah.
King, would you like to counterspell the counterspell?
Oh, I am going to keep that in my pocket for now. Oh, it's tempting, but yeah, I'm going to keep it in my pocket for now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but she'll counter, and she's going to run over to the 2 guys. What do you got, Jim? Sorry.
I mean, I think I'm just kind of like in shock for a second. I'm gonna just see what she does with these 2 guys. I'm gonna keep like following her for sure.
Yeah, she runs over to them and she just goes, "Those guys over there, they're really hassling me. Okay, I think they might be some sort of sexual predators. Can you help me out?" And she, like, you can see she's wiggling her fingers, and there's arcane magic. She casts essentially charm person on the 2 of them.
Oh,
jeez.
Wait, Vivian, wait!
Vivi.
Before you go, I just wanted to show you this. Maybe you'll remember this. And I bring out the music box that she made for me. Maybe you could take a look at this.
You break out the music box?
Yeah.
So you bust out the music box, V, and when you hold it out to her, but she doesn't seem to see it. The music box itself is rather small, and I need to stress the lighting situation here is like really not great. Once you get more than about 30 or 40 feet away from somebody, like everything just kind of becomes shadow with all this deep red light. So you're not certain she sees it. Either way, she just yells, "Fuck you, bitch!" and she starts running. Or she starts to try to run. But as she does, like one of the guys she casted a spell on is just like, "Who you think you are trying to give me orders?" And he stands up and like just cold clocks her across the fucking head, sending her like crashing through a window.
Hey, don't you punch her!
I'll run over and punch him.
Okay. King, up on your little rooftop perch, you notice that fire is now spread to a neighboring building. Is now one street over.
Yeah, I noticed that. I just look back down at them like, all right, guys, we need to decide whether we are letting her go and figuring this out later, or if we're going to try and just grab her and take her with us. This alleyway is going to be on fire soon.
If we could try and grab her and take her with us.
And King, right at that point, you hear a message from Izo in your head.
King, we need that memory gem thing. Come over to us, quick, please.
We're a little busy right now. We're trying to get Vivi's sister to listen to us.
I was gonna say before, why didn't you just convince the guy to come over to our bar, and we don't have to turn him in, but he can confess at the bar and then he could leave.
I mean, there's a chance he would just disappear if we
think about that part, and that's a far away. We're kind of, it's kind of a life and death situation for a guy on whether we take him into prison or not.
Okay, we'll be there soon. We're just gonna wrap this up in just a minute. We'll be right over there.
All right.
Well,
Okay, go on.
while he does that, I'm going to take out my flute, and I'm going to look at it, and I'm going to say, now's your time. You got this. And I give a little kiss. And then I'm going to look over at Vivian, and I'm going to try to turn her into a slug.
Here we go again. Okay.
Put her in the bag of holding.
So
It's not.
so I think she needs to make a wisdom save.
All right.
That's fantastic.
Okay, here. Let me see if I. I'll look up her stats real quick. This fucking snail flute bullshit. That low, huh? Okay, well, here we go. Boop. Oh, public roll, yeah. There we go.
Oh, damn.
No.
Okay. So you kiss it. It's like it's time to shine, and she just like looks up and just completely ignores it. Like
Jim, this is
you could feel this. You could feel the spell try to take effect. I'm sorry, what, King?
I say, Jim, this is no time for smooth jazz.
Yeah, I think Jem maybe his problem is he always gets like a little too into himself and into his music, and he just starts playing like some wild shit on the flute, and he gets distracted.
Well, in defense of Jem, it's not. It's probably a combination of you getting a little too enthusiastic with your smooth jazz, and also probably the 6-inch shard of glass that is now embedded in Vivian's abdomen.
Yeah.
Also, the building that you're standing on is starting to get a little toasty. Time to decide.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Phoebe, grab her. I'm going to cast Hold Person on Vivian. I'm going to use my inspiration to give her disadvantage.
Okay.
Grabbing.
Athletic?
Hold person is wisdom. Yeah. Okay. So this is with disadvantage. 9. Okay. Yeah. So she locks up.
Nice.
You grab a hold of Vivian,
Taking her out of here.
and you guys are booking it to go find Izo.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Yep.
with your prisoner in tow, you guys start trying to make your way over to Izo, Laz, and Oz. As you do so, you quickly find that between the two little parties here is a small riot, as like this little plaza that connects the two spots is broken up into just a pure brawl. Whatever caused it, it don't fucking matter now. The three the three amigos in the alleyway, you guys can hear that's just turned into a complete melee out there.
Question.
Mhm.
So this is or was Laz's beat. He knows that there are bells involved on the building. He knows that it was a building that was abandoned and or for sale fairly recently.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows that Victor Saint Domain has certain tastes. He likes to make a splash. Using that and my watcher's eye feature for my background, would Laz be able to get a good idea of what building Saint Domain might have held up in?
The answer is yes. And unfortunately, this is one of those times where more is less, because you know of 3 spots where that would qualify. They are demarcated by these orange tokens. One is a church, one is a old clock tower, and one is a old, basically like watch. It's just a watchtower, an old signal tower.
All right. Grim had dropped a clock pun when we were talking, unintentionally, as I recall, didn't he?
I think he made a comment about how time was running out, something like that. He did mention or specifically he said the chimes of midnight.
All right. Laz is immediately dropping out of intimidating vigilante mother effer mode and into thinking mode.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. So this will be the second time that I've used this. Please let me know if this is a thing. Does Laz have enough information that he could narrow down the search to 1 if he spent a deduction point?
Oh, if you spent your deduction token. I would say sure, if you want to spend your if you want to spend a deduction token for that. All right. So, Laz, you are pretty sure that the clock tower located here probably fits the bill the best.
Jeez. Laz swears profusely.
Sorry, actually, you guys are closer to here.
Yeah. Laz swears very profusely. Let's go. Let's go now. And he's going to start heading down the alley.
So if you guys were to leave this alleyway, you're going to be running into the same situation that Jim, King, and BB have, in that there is a riot between all of you.
Would I be able to get onto the rooftops again?
You guys could theoretically get onto the rooftops, yeah.
We should stay here until the others get here.
What time is it?
When you check your sort of the mental calculations in your head, Laz, it is probably about 8 o'clock now.
How long would it take to get to that part of Dockward, assuming that we are taking into account the slowdowns from the crowds and having to pick around rooftops and things like that?
Given the congestion on the street, it'll probably take you about 2 hours. Assuming nothing else. How many goddamn Mickeys are there?
Not enough.
All the Mickeys. All the Mickeys. Okay. Laz is going to say, "No time. Follow me. We can let them know where we are when we pass a landmark."
Or this is dumb. We're risking losing Vren if we go into any crowded areas.
What if we put
I
it
don't-
What if we put him inside a bully?
What?
Are you acid resistant?
Am I what?
This is the best thing ever.
The most ominous question you can ever ask someone. Hey, are you acid resistant?
Never mind, I've seen your face. That's probably not a good idea.
I almost said Valerius. That's not the right person. Laz is going to look at Izo and say, "There are lives at stake. That is my priority. If we lose Vrin, we lose Vrin. I need to save lives if I can. If you want to stay behind with him, fine. I'm heading south. Meet me at the clock tower when you can."
I will.
All right.
So
Laz
if
will
Laz wants to
start
try to
hopping
keep
on
moving.
roofs.
Okay, so if Laz wants to keep doing that,
Hmm.
how do the 5 other people want to try to reunite and like work their way through this riot? Or this brawl, I should say.
First things first, I think we need to secure Vivian in some way because whole person only lasts a minute, and I don't see her.
She makes saves constantly. I'm going to keep track of that and on my end.
Yeah, as a save, constant save, and it lasts just up to a minute. So we need to tie her up or something.
Knock her unconscious.
Try to knock her
I
unconscious.
assume someone has rope.
You're the one carrying her, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys do, given your current situation, your current dress.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fair.
We can get naked. And you can use some of the cloth for rope.
True.
I can knock
Yeah,
her
I-
unconscious and carry her like a princess, so it looks like I'm helping her and not.
I would
Being
argue
weird.
that Gemheim definitely has some bandanas and sashes of some kind that he could try to use to at least
Okay.
tie her hands
yeah,
up.
that- Okay.
And always
I'm down for that.
And always, if need be, King can go Disney cartoon animal and just go pantsless.
That too.
That's always
Just have your dick out.
Um,
Yep.
I don't know if Gemheim is particularly good at tying knots, though. Is anyone good at tying knots around here?
I mean, usually the server would
Probably
tie
me.
knots, so. Yeah, I feel like Gem and King would be useless at any kind
feel
of
like Vivi's
I know how
pretty
to tie a
kinky.
bow. I know how to tie a shoe.
Oh, yeah, you're right, actually. I'd be
Evie's
great at
Right, I
tying
think
knots.
you're absolutely right there.
So, Vivi, will you tie these knots?
The explanation.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
For abilities here, just this game challenges me in new ways every day. So, Vivi, you can give me a dexterity check to tie your sister's hands using your fucking
Expertise.
yeah. Anyway, your expertise.
kink skills.
Yes. This isn't weird at all.
Could you roll it for me?
Sure. Yeah.
Roll for cake for Vivi.
You're rolling to make it not weird.
Let me bring this up. Hang on. Let's roll this dexterity, and then I'm gonna roll something else for you, baby.
Okay.
Oof.
Yeah. So V, yeah, I mean, you think yeah, I mean, those knots are pretty fine. One thing you do notice that, as you're sitting here you're trying to tie your wrists together, you get distracted affected Vivian, or by Vivian, because, like, again, she has this shard of glass in her abdomen. There is no blood coming from that wound, though.
That's
And
yeah,
she
because I would have
feels, like,
tried to take
surprised-
it out too, probably.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I'll roll a medicine check for you. Okay, yeah. So you very carefully like reach out and start pulling that shard out, and like just as you do, the spell she saves against, and like lets out this blood curdling scream. You rip it out. The wound is not bleeding. In fact, and her body feels surprisingly cold.
So sorry. You okay?
You people are weird and impossible. She's going to try to cast Misty Step again.
No, that's the other group.
If anybody does anybody have counterspell? Or is going to use counterspell?
I will burn a counter spell. We gone so far to catch her. We're not losing her now. I'm burning a counter spell.
Hell yeah.
Okay. How many third level spell slots do you have left, King?
Not many.
You
And by not
spell twice.
the not many may also mean none.
Okay. Yep. So she tries to teleport away again, and like she just gets snapped back. Okay, seriously, that's getting really old too.
Once you get your memories back after they've been stolen, I am exasperated.
I see him do that, and I say, "Oh, we're pulling out the old standards. Well, then why don't you follow us, and I'll cast my spell to suggest that to her."
Here we go again. Okay.
God.
Follow us. Damn.
She just like looks at you. Stop trying to get me to follow you, you creeper!
That used to work every time.
At this point, a chair goes flying over your heads, like a burning chair. You're not sure where the guys in the fucking crowd got one, but like it's getting intense and it's starting to spread towards you. Also, the building behind you is now on fire.
Okay, Vivian problem aside, we probably need to get up on some roofs because this is getting real bad real fast. And I'm gonna start climbing up onto some roofs.
Look, just come with us for a little bit, and you can go
Now-
afterwards. Okay, I promise.
If I follow you for a little bit, will you fucking leave me alone after that?
Yes, mostly.
And you guys aren't cops, right?
We actually are not.
No.
Not us.
Not us.
Not us. No.
Not us. Nope. No.
Real convincing.
Not the three of us.
Sorry.
Stop being so specific.
Give me some deception checks.
Wait, there's only one cop among us.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Oh, and Verity. Deception.
Damn, 10? Wow.
Okay, so yeah. So I mean, you guys.
I think I have
so she
expertise
believes
in
you.
that.
Yo.
Good job, guys.
So yeah, she's just like, okay, fine. You could set her down, and the four of you clamber up onto rooftops. You see a few buildings away, Lazarus like come up onto a rooftop. Laz, I'm just going to assume you like yell down for the people back in the alleyway who can. And you're now all on rooftops and are together. You have Vren
Cool.
and Verity and Vivian with you.
Sweet.
Let's book it.
Yeah, I start heading in the direction of Laz. I'm assuming Izo's with him or, right behind him.
Same.
Yeah, we're going to assume Laz and Oz and Vren down in the alleyway. Like Lazarus just like yells, "Oh, they're already up on the roofs." You guys clamber up there, and we're going to try to expedite this whole thing. I'm going to move you guys here as you get away from that brawl and that fire, and arrive on the larger street here. And on that note, we're going to take a 5-minute break and then jump back into it.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Cool
Sounds
beans. Whew.
good.
Damn, those Mickeys.
Oh my god, is
Yeah,
there
we got-
more?
Some
Oh, boy.
Some fractal Mickeys going
There's not
around.
enough.
Big one's kind of fucked up though. It's got
The big
like
one?
elephant ear. It's got double ear.
Oh, this one? Yeah.
No one's found the real Secret Mickey yet.
Where's the real secret? Oh, I see it.
No, you
Found
don't.
it.
No, you don't.
It's right here.
No. Yeah.
Oh, look at that little sneaky Mickey.
Where?
Max,
Max
what are you
sees it.
doing? Right
I'm,
here.
I'm bouncing him up and down on my leg and brush his teeth.
Oh, he sounds like he's trying to make words. Aw.
Yeah.
Aw.
Does it all day.
Soon.
His brain's like, they just make these random sounds and they mean things.
Blah 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Gonna go AFK for a second. I'll be right back.
Does anybody remember the movie about like a woman gets amnesia and a single guy with like a couple kids convinces her that she's his wife?
Overboard.
Overboard. Yes, thank you. I cannot remember the name of that movie, and it was driving me crazy. The entire interaction with Vivian.
Yeah, I think Vivian might be undead, guys.
Also, thinking of Overboard, they actually made a remake. They ginger swapped it, and it's actually not terrible. It's pretty funny.
It looked terrible, but I'm glad that it wasn't. I have not seen
It's
it.
no Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn, but
I
it was pretty funny.
Kurt Russell
Kay
and Goldie
I
Hawn.
enjoyed it.
So she's a vampire, right?
Oh yeah, totally undead. Not bleeding.
I assumed undead.
Cold.
I don't know what vampire dudes do.
She can charm person. She misty steps. She has fucking she can't bleed and she's cold skin. I don't know, man.
I mean, I figured the spells are like wizard things, really.
Yeah, counterspell is a pretty arcane thing. I guess bards can do that too, right?
She's canonically a wizard.
Oh, yeah, that
But-
makes sense.
Do vampires have that ability? I don't even know. Can they counterspell?
If they're a wizard vampire.
She could be wizard vampire. Or maybe she's not a vampire. She's just undead of some sort. Did you guys all have your potassium today?
What was that?
Did you take your daily vitamin?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Good.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Max, say goodnight. Say goodnight, Max. No? Okay.
Good night, Max.
Night, Max.
Good night, Max.
Good night, Max.
Good night, Max.
Good night, Max. Wave to Dada. Okay. That's close enough. He's waving. He goes for a second. He's licking his hand. Why are you licking your hand? Quit hitting yourself. Quit hitting yourself.
And back.
Welcome back.
Yo,
Hello.
I'm back.
Yo.
So why did you make her a vampire?
Make who a vampire?
You know what you did.
Okay.
No. See, that's the obvious answer, and we all know how Jolly works. The obvious answer is the red herring fake out. He did something much worse than that we don't know yet.
She's a demon.
I'm still all
you're
in.
talking about Vivian. I was legitimately confused. Like, is this a meme or something?
I mean, sort of a meme.
I mean, I am still like 100% convinced that Shun messed with her memory like he messed with bosses.
And none of these are mutually exclusive.
No, they're not.
Okay. Is everybody back?
Yeah.
Okay. Charlie, are you back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Give me just 1 second here, and then we'll jump right back into it. Okay. Okay. So. All right. So we find you guys on the streets outside, or the streets a few blocks over from your previous location. All reunited, Vivian and Vryn. And I'll assume you guys start filling each other in the, or have filled each other in on the situation with both.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, what are you guys planning on doing?
I'd like to use the memory gem thing and have Ren essentially tell us again everything that he told us before, kind of in order, from Saint Domain coming to them before the breakout, to the breakout, to the bombing, to Saint Domain actually wanting him to do more than he did, and just lay it out all on the table as much as he can remember.
So just to be clear, do you want the audio of that, or just a video of him just kind of flapping his doppelganger mouth, saying all this stuff?
Oh, that's right. It doesn't do both.
Correct.
So, question. We recorded with the memory gem at St. Domains. If we recorded something with it again, would it overwrite what we'd
Yes.
already recorded?
Yes.
Shit, what do we
I
record
would-
at St. Domains?
The schematics for the boat bombs, I believe, or schematics of the boats with spots for the bombs.
Didn't you like
Oh.
redraw it
Mhm.
already?
Let's just
God
turn
damn
this
it.
guy into a snail, and then we'll take him in
Wait,
for
what?
custody.
Could try. It doesn't always work. No
Vivian,
guarantees.
like leans over. I don't know what's up with these people either.
I thought you already
Um,
redrew like the thing, the schematics, so we could get rid of that recording.
You know, Laz, I'm thinking about becoming an officer. What do you think?
Laz is going to turn and look
Wait, what?
and raise a gray sort of wolf eyebrow.
Why are you asking him about that?
Immediately go back to running.
I like his opinions. What do you think?
Oz, give me a deception check.
Damn it. Why am I making this harder for us?
You fucking asshole.
Okay, you're right. I don't really like his opinions. I just wanted to hear it.
Let me see what she has.
What?
Okay. She eyes you warily. She seems to be a little bit more on edge right now.
Damn it.
Laz, do you think that the Blackstaff would accept a written confession and believe it?
I don't know. We're not exactly on the Blackstaff's nice list right now.
I know.
Actually, how well would something like a written confession, along with what we've gathered from St. Domains, play in the Waterdavian legal system? It's all very circumstantial, I take it.
A written confession from Vryn, plus like the drawn schematics. Like if you yourself draw them, Laz, they're essentially inadmissible. Like, I mean, there's no. You can reproduce them, but there's no evidence that they're actually from St. Domains or anything like that. The video of them at his place is what really makes them incriminating.
Okay.
In terms of, so yeah, I mean, like this ain't enough.
Yeah. Because we don't really have anything indicating that we have stuff indicating that this was the inside of a place, not necessarily that it was St. Domain's place.
Or that you didn't just plant those things there and then videoed it.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like we don't have enough to bring to the Blackstaff. I wish that we did, but we don't.
I'm not going to the Blackstaff.
No, you don't have to.
We weren't talking about taking you to the Blackstaff. Right now, I'm just focused on making it through the night. And Laz is going to pick up the pace.
Josh, what do I roll to try and knock out Fren?
I
Like
would
either
say
like in a single punch or like a chokehold situation. Either one.
I feel like athletics. It'd be athletics either way.
All right. Can I Can I spend something to give? Oh wait, I have inspiration. I want to do this with advantage.
He's running with us. Why?
Well, I'm not running. We're talking on top of the. We're just standing on top of the rooftop talking.
Well, we were continued running.
Oh, were we moving?
Yes.
Yeah, we're moving south.
And Vrin's
you're,
just coming with us?
You're moving south. You're moving real slow though, as you can see. Like you have to hit the street, so you are working your way through crowds right now.
I try to pull over a wagon. Just kidding.
I feel like a wagon would be even worse getting through the city as it stands right now.
Absolutely.
I just don't know why Vrin would come with us.
Ma'am, I need to confiscate this wagon.
I swear he's not a real cop.
He's not very convincing.
Hey, wait a second,
We just need to get to the next set of rooftops. We need to move faster. And he's coming with us because his other option is fighting his way back through that riot. And Laz will sneakily eye Vrin, kind of let that implication sit there. Because there's a big riot in the city right now between him and Freedom.
I mean, there is a riot in the city, yeah. Right now, like right here, everything seems to be like, okay, calm's not the word because everybody's like partying, having a good time, but they're also like dishing out candy. Like everywhere you go, there are people with stalls like peddling bags of treats and stuff like that. One lady actually like holds up a little burlap sack filled with little individually wrapped candies. There is a pumpkin design stitched into the side of it, and you could see that the eyes and the mouth of the jack-o'-lantern stitched onto it are glowing.
Ooh.
Like to try some candy? I don't know why she sounds like that.
All this talk about whether he would actually follow us on it is pretty tiring. Anyone up for a candy break?
I don't need candy. Thanks.
Laz is continuing to push his way through the crowd.
Okay, fine.
I'm rolling the
I like
27.
See,
I like
see,
candy.
Black Viper's on my side.
I'm getting to you, Isa.
Okay.
King, what'd you say?
I was saying that you see Black Viper's on my side. R.E. the candy.
Like, if nobody stops her, she'll reach out and take the bag of candy.
Is it free candy?
Yeah. No, it's not actually. She's like, she goes for it, and the lady's like pulls it back. 2 gold.
2 gold.
That's highway robbery.
Yeah. We got a whole bag of candy back at the bar.
But are they magical?
Did you say magic?
Don't think the magical you got us on that one.
Kind of magic.
They got some drugs that kind of like make you feel like you're magical.
Izo, you go up to Vrin. He's just like, can I help you?
I just do it real quick, just quick, without saying anything. I just do it.
Yeah, you just knock him out.
Dunk.
Okay, so you've got him draped over one shoulder.
Yeah, but I want him draped over one. I guess I want to kind of conceal him underneath this big voluminous cloak robe thing I'm wearing for the costume.
Okay, sure. Candy lady just like proffers the bag again. 2 gold, it's yours.
Do I even have 2 gold?
Yeah, I'm still broke from we got robbed.
I don't even have 2 gold.
Do you take
Vivian
fountain
reaches out,
pens?
like plops 2 gold into her hand, takes the bag. Now she has this little bag of candies.
Money bags over here. Clearly a Valentine.
She like glares at you. I don't know what that means. You stay over there.
Well,
Takes a step away from you.
We're not associated with them anymore.
No, fair. Fair enough.
Really? Seems like you two are pretty tight.
I mean, we were all friends in high school.
Yeah.
She like looks at
Or
all of
more.
you. All of you were friends in high school?
I'm a recent addition. This is more y'all's thing.
What
I
the
just
hell is
gotta-
high school?
Yeah, what is high school?
No, I
She
mean,
reaches into the back, pops a candy into her mouth.
I mean you, me, and him.
Points to Jimheim.
It must be a rich person thing, Nizo.
Sounds like it.
I mean, are you sure about that? I never went to a high school, and I, was richer than all the combined.
Suddenly, out of the back, sprouting out of her back, Vivian grows a pair of tiny, flightless bat wings
Cute.
as she pops a candy into her mouth.
That's fun.
The hell?
Nice.
Oh yeah, wait, I was trying to show you this. And I show her the music box again.
She looks at it. Okay.
Does this look familiar?
Looks like a music box.
It's a music box that you made.
Will you stop telling me what I did and did not do? I know what I did, okay?
Okay, well...
I don't know who you people are. If you keep this shit up, I'm just... in fact, why am I still here?
Vivi, do you, own any pictures of the two of you together from back in the day?
Probably.
Wait. Pictures aren't a thing. Any paintings?
Probably not with me, though.
That's kind of a weird... Yeah, that's not gonna be. Pictures aren't a thing. Do you have anything on your cell phone? No.
No. Yeah, the music box would probably be the best thing. I would assume that she would have put like her initials or something on the music box. I don't know.
Probably.
Something that she would know that she
So you-
did.
You remember your first name's Vivian. What's your last name?
Why do you keep asking? She looks at you really suspiciously. So you've already got a wife, right? She points over at Verity.
Laz is going to try to cut through the BS, and he's going to turn and look at Vivian and say, "What's the first thing you remember?"
Earliest thing, I guess. Specific.
Yeah. Remember being born?
Nobody...
Laz will then immediately look at Oz.
I'm new.
You'd be excellent at this job. Just turn.
So they don't have mini goblins back in Mystique. Is that a thing? Do goblins remember that?
She'll shoot a look at you, Laz. It's none of your business. Again, I don't know who you people are.
Doesn't it seem a little weird to you that she looks so similar to you? Or do you not have mirrors where you are?
She looks at her. I mean, whatever. Lots of half elves that look kind of similar. But I've got purple eyes. She's got green. I mean,
I mean, it doesn't it spark your curiosity a little bit? That you might have other memories that you don't remember.
V, show her something you've built.
She wouldn't know something I've built. That's why I'm showing her something she built.
Do you still
I didn't
build?
build anything.
You're not a builder anymore?
I mean, I mostly made the things. She mostly
you ever-
Oh, okay.
theory crafted everything.
You ever built a bear?
Teddy Graham.
You two are sisters, and you used to date Jimheim.
Wait, she looks at you. What? Looks over at Vivi.
You did used to Jade, but yeah.
And your sister.
I like how VP latched on that one.
She looks at you, squints and like gets real close. You're my sister?
Yeah. I'm the older sister.
Why do you think I
Older,
was
huh?
chasing you down?
Oh. Okay. Yeah. I do remember something.
I might
I
have
do
some
remember.
of your notes in my bag of holding.
Yeah, I bet. Okay, sis. She like gets like right in your face.
Uh-oh.
I remember this. I remember I don't fucking need you. She like pokes you in the chest. I don't need anything about you. I don't want to be around you. I remember wanting to be away from you. How about that? You like that? You like memories coming back, huh? It's come real back to me now, huh? Like pokes you again.
Nah.
I can take care of myself on my own.
Nah, you're making that up. You're making that up.
You shouldn't talk to your sister that way. It's not nice.
Oh, shut up.
That's a little rude.
I don't
It is
like what's
rude.
gotten into you.
I'd never talk to my sister that way.
Let's
She's
stop
rude
that.
to me all the time.
Let's stop telling her what she should remember and what she does remember, and let's just ask her about herself. What's her favorite memory?
What's your favorite color?
Purple.
Purple, obviously.
Damn it, that was too obvious.
That was way too obvious.
And my favorite memory? Probably stealing that pendant from that jackass Roaring Heart.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Nice. I offer a high five.
She does not give it to you.
Let's try.
I give him a high five.
Thank you, Oz. Thank you, officer.
Oh yeah.
Oz never leaves a man hanging.
No, not the homies.
I bet I know your favorite animal.
What?
It's a snake.
Okay, fine. I guess a sister would know that.
Well, I mean, your name's the Viper or something. I mean,
Yeah, well,
I mean,
irrelevant.
Oz, you're not helping, Oz.
I'm sorry.
She's wearing a snake mask to the party.
Look, I said I'd entertain this whole thing, okay? But I've piled up my end. So unless you got something else for me, I'm gonna go. And you, she'll point at Vivi, should stay gone.
I mean,
Take it. Laz is going to actually turn around and he's going to snap at her. Take it from someone who knows. This is the only person who has been looking for you. Everyone else thought you were dead.
Good.
This one cared enough to look for you. Do not throw away your family. He is shaking.
Listen, Copper. Wait a minute, you're the one from the other day. Yeah, that idiot whose ring I threw. Yeah, I remember you.
Laz tightens his left hand into a fist. She's not getting his ring off his hand.
And look, I'm glad nobody's looking for me. I'm a jewel thief, jackass. Huh? She like pokes, she starts tapping on your head. Huh? You think I want people looking for me? I'm the best damn jewel thief in the city now. I don't need any of you.
I bet your parents would love to see you.
Who do you work for?
we don't want to see him.
She like glares at you, Izo. I don't know. I don't like any of those nobles. Not my parents. Not any of them. Especially a bunch of pretty dandy boys. She points over at Jimheim.
So you say that you're the best jewel thief in the city.
I wish I had parents to not see.
Do you
So
take?
how do you like being alone?
Perfectly fine.
Insight check.
Okay.
Huzzah!
Seems to be telling the truth.
So just curious, how much would you charge for a hired jewel nappery?
Depends. Depends on the job. Depends on who's hiring.
Yeah.
Laz
Who do you
is
work
going
for?
to look at.
What was that?
What'd you say, King?
You mean Oz? I was asking her who she looks for.
Somebody was asking her a question. Sorry, who was it?
Oh, I asked her like how much she would charge for a potential jewel napping job.
Okay, and Oz, what were you asking?
I was asking who she works for.
Who she works for, and Laz, were you asking something?
No, Laz was going to turn and look at Vivi and say she doesn't fucking deserve you and start walking again.
Okay, so there's that. She's gonna look at you, Oz. I don't work for anybody. I work for me.
Yeah, but
And-
there's gotta be
Tell me the truth about
buyers
that
and
too.
sellers of your services, right?
I do what I want to do because I want to do it.
You don't just steal jewels for no reason. You sell them to somebody.
You don't know what I do.
I mean, you could probably be using jewels for magical purposes.
You don't know
no-
what I
Into
do.
magic.
You gotta be selling these things to somebody.
She'll,
Who's buying them?
She'll like buzz off. I'm not gonna tell you anything. She'll look over at King. Why? You want to hire me or something?
Maybe.
What do you want me to do?
Are you familiar with an individual named Tanavast?
Nope.
Oh, good. She has some jewelry of mine that I might be interested in expediting getting back.
Okay.
Actually, I'll to get more details on, exactly, just, what kind of info you would need about her for that, and how much you would charge. Just, just spinning ideas here.
Depending on what you want, on how much you want stolen, what you want stolen. Let's go with 2,000 in gemstones.
Hoof. I'll keep that in mind. I'll put a pin on that in the temporary.
Wait, I have a
Sure.
question. There's a gem that I've heard about. It's like a black one.
Every time.
She like looks at you. Okay, what, like an onyx or something?
Yeah, something like that. Everyone in town's kind of looking for it. You heard about that one?
I know they're looking for some sort of like black rock.
Right. You know anybody who
about
might
it?
be looking for that?
Lots of people. I hear Guild, Zents.
Are you looking for it?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Although I hear it has some diamonds embedded in it. I'd take those.
Never mind. I'm just trying to gather motive.
Mm-hmm. But if nobody stops her, she's gonna start walking off.
And I was gonna give her a little alligator because it's hers. I don't know if she'll even take it. Yeah, this supposed to be yours.
She takes it, looks at it,
Does she remember it?
tosses it back at you. I don't need anything from you.
Well,
Well,
I'll keep it then.
if you ever get want to see us again, you can always find us at King's Palace. It's a bar over in North Ward?
Trade ward.
Trade Ward. Yeah, that's right. Trade
Silver
Ward.
Chime Alley.
And one more thing. Don't trust Shun Manaford.
I don't know who that is.
He's probably He's probably made sure of that.
All of you can roll insight real quick.
Oh, great.
No. Okay. But Laz walked off, so.
Laz is totally distracted.
Jim and Ezo. When she says that she doesn't know a Shun Manaford, she's lying.
I mean, he's like the head of the Magisters thing
Mhm.
too. So
The
it'd be
the
pretty
essentially
common
the Mages
to
Guild.
know. Yeah, Mages Guild. So
Mhm. Yeah, Jim.
He'd be
Like,
well
not only
known.
is she lying about the fact that she doesn't know who that is, like she knows that person.
Mm-hmm. Okay, don't bullshit us. What's your relationship to Shun Manafort?
She turns around and just keeps on walking.
See you
Does she-
around, I guess. Probably not.
Did you do a 360 and walk away?
Something like that.
Bumps into Laz.
One thing I will say that another thing Jim Hyman Ezo notice is she is not limping from that wound. Again, she had a 6-inch shard of glass embedded in her abdomen just a few minutes ago. She's not even holding the wound.
It's creepy.
She's not holding the wound. It's not bleeding or anything.
You're not alive, are you?
She like looks over her shoulder. What?
Well, you're not bleeding from the giant gash in the side of your leg.
Abdomen.
She like looks down, notices it, notices you noticing it, and like she panics, like covers it up and starts running away.
Oh, you got her.
Yep.
I don't know why that was a big deal.
I mean,
And Vivi, your hand is just like wet with
Among
water and
Us.
it's super cold.
yeah.
We're like weirded out about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's pretty weird.
Lazarus. So you're a little bit further ahead. You notice the others are. You notice out of the corner of your eye that Vivian has run off. Your attention, however, is immediately grabbed to Fish Street. As you are sort of rounding that corner, Street, like there are several bonfires that have been set along it, and you could see by the light of those fires the shadows of people on the walls of the buildings and whatnot, and they are in a fucking brawl.
What the fuck is happening to Doc Ward? Laz is going to gesture back to the rest of the group, and I'm assuming that he's able to pick out a way up to the roofs to go kind of along Dock Street, along those rooftops.
Yeah. So yeah, if you get back up onto the rooftops, Laz, yeah, you could see that you could technically follow Dock Street all the way down to where you want to go. Unfortunately, Dock Street has multiple fires set along it.
Damn.
Give me
What
a
time is
perception
it
check,
now?
Laz.
Sure.
Okay. Wow. All right. Laz, two things. One, down in the alley, like sort of next to you, sandwiched between the buildings, you hear what could only be the sound of two people having really, really angry sex.
Hot.
Second, there is your nose catches the scent of something in the air.
Semen.
You're not exactly you can't really place where it's coming from, but it smells like faintly metal. There's a faint metal tinge to the air.
Huh.
Have we caught up with Laz?
Yes, you see. Yeah, you get to that intersection. You look up and you can see Laz standing on the building up above, sort of surveying the area.
Oh, then.
Given that there was a sorry, let me kind of backtrack mentally a little bit. So the murder a couple of nights ago, Was there signs? Were there signs that there was there was sex that had happened at the scene?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Last burning Pepsi. Sorry. Through. Okay. King, that's Eric. That's brilliant. Okay. So Laz is the so yeah. So Laz is going to listen a little bit more intently. He wants to make sure that everyone in that situation is okay. That it's not that there's not going to be a murder here.
It doesn't. Well, I mean, if you, hard to say. Like, they're getting very passionate down there. Out on the street, like the brawl is sort of dissolving into a pure melee. You guys also like see like people are just like duking it out all around, all up and down Fish Street.
Laz, I don't know if there's anything we can do here.
Yeah, I think it's time we just get the heck out of here.
Yeah, before we get stuck in it.
Laz's fists clench. We do not have any way to stop those fires, do we?
The big bonfires?
Yeah.
I mean, if all of you work together, you could probably form a little bucket brigade and put one out. Although you suspect that it might, it would involve you having to like rush into that melee.
Yeah.
And then we put one out, and how many are there going on right now?
A lot.
On this street alone, probably 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Is there fire hydrants in the city? How does that work? No.
There's essentially some sort of equivalent. Yeah.
Oh, there is?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how old cities work.
Yeah. I think there are too few of us. I think the watch is going to have to handle this.
Yo, but I gotta.
Damn it.
Lazarus, Lazarus, with your 25 perception check, you notice that the watch is in that brawl.
Laz kind of zeroes in on some watch uniforms.
Can I do an insight check on all of their eyes to see if they're like bloodshot?
You can give me an insight. Yeah. People can give me perception or insight checks.
I want to see if
would I catch something like that with the 25 that I got?
I'm gonna say give me give me another check, Laz.
Okay.
Okay.
23.
So let's review these. Okay, so Oz got a 20 insight, 16 perception, 23 perception. Okay.
Can you just stand the thing about the refreshing taste of Pepsi?
Yeah. Oz. These people, you can tell, are acting completely irrational, hyper violent. Okay. Violent / passionate. Like, just generally, like, any given thing that they're doing is the aggression factor in it has been accelerated. And yeah, you could see that they are in fact crying blood, which are symptoms similar to Thrill. Like people on Thrill, that's what they do. They're exhibiting characteristics of people on Thrill. Lazarus and Vivi. A thing you do notice, or especially Laz, you catch another whiff of something on the air, and Vivi, you notice something strange. Like, there's just sort of a haze in the air. As you start looking around, you can see that, red haze in the air, and it's traced both visually and by scent, not to the bonfires, but to the red lanterns, the red candles burning in every street lamp in Dockward.
Laz is going to unleash a string of every curse word he knows in every language that he
And
knows.
as the camera sort of pans out on Dockward, bathed in crimson light and deep shadow, all around the neighborhood, we see more fires start igniting. The time is currently 9:30 p.m.
We gotta get the fuck out of here.
Shit. Yeah,
And we're
don't
going to end it there for tonight.
don't breathe that in.
Damn it!
And Boff, standing on the side of the city, says, "Looks hot in there."
So, Laz, or Lee, one thing I did not
Yes.
cover in the recap. These guys the B team got out of the haunted house with Esmeralda, and 2 points of importance. They headed back towards the city and found this would be about 11 p.m. Dockward was in flames when they arrived.
Okay.
The other thing is,
Sounds about
before
right.
they parted ways with Esmeralda, she had this, basically this like astrolabe like device that apparently detected planar anomalies, and for most of the adventure, she was using it to register what was called an event called Worldfall, which is where planes sort of intersect or connect in some way. And for most of the time, she was assuming that the house was what was generating the Worldfall, because it could travel between planes just like she can. And she tracked it here. However, once the house left, that device was still going and was actually more powerful. Or reacted to some sort of even more powerful signal. Much more powerful. To the point where she was convinced that the house had come here because of something else that was generating an enormous amount of Worldfall.
Oh shit, are they trying to like summon devils and shit?
We will find out.
Oh
next
shit.
time.
Into all of
The
Dockward.
succubus. Demons.
Wait, are we doing like an A team B team crossover?
Actually, hang on.
I mean, we already did technically when we
Yeah, we did.
raided the
Oh
thing.
my
The
God.
very first time.
Yeah.
we introduced him.
I just realized what Josh is doing.
We're
We talked
not gonna. I'm not gonna do it now. And Charlie, if you have a theory, keep it to yourself. Let's just do that. Okay.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
I'll keep it to
We're,
myself.
we're summoning demons. You know who's coming.
What'd you say?
You know who's coming. We're
You
fucked.
know who's coming. Yeah. What I do need is everybody's vote for inspiration.
Hmm.
We're voting on who gets inspiration this game.
Yes.
Hmm.
What were some highlights?
Nipsey was a highlight.
I'm gonna. Well, she's already got one, but
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, what? That's already,
but
there's
I feel
already
like Vivi tackling Verity off and finally meeting her sister, like that's probably my vote.
Okay.
Hmm. Are we saying it out loud?
Usually
I mean,
we
whatever.
No, they're
DM
just
it.
Eric.
I've gotten some I've got some votes here. Eric just gave his.
Hmm.
Okay. And Susan, I just need a vote from you. Okay. Vivi, take inspiration. I'll give you your little token here.
Nice. Does she have double inspiration?
Yeah, you can have 2 inspiration tokens.
Wow.
You can have more than one. I've seen people with like 3 before.
That reminds me, like we probably need to start
I've got
spinning
2
them on our.
right now.
That reminds me, we need to start spinning them on our proto characters because I think our proto characters are kind of like we have way too many of them right now.
Yeah, they're stacked in inspiration. I think you're right.
I think we at least each have
I-
one.
I only use them in emergencies.
Yeah.
Or when
And
I
now
really
I need to
want
figure out what to
something
do with all these fucking Mickeys.
I mean,
I may
Les
have to
you
needs
can
to stop
delete 'em.
pissing
Something
off
like this, I may
people
have to
in
clear
factions. So
drawings.
No,
I may have to
don't.
clear like
Yeah.
all drawings.
Okay,
No.
okay. Let's just delete the Mickeys, guys. Come on.
Don't delete the.
I don't want to lose the owlbear and the tentacle. I've come to love them.
I can delete. I can delete my Mickeys here. Let's see.
Yeah, I'll delete mine.
Thank you.
I didn't make any Mickeys because I couldn't remember how.
Okay, thank you, Brown Noser.
The only Mickey I made is nice and secret, and out of the way.
I
Also,
see it.
don't
I've fallen in
I
love
see
with
it.
it too. That should say.
That'll be our memory of the Mickeys.
That's-
Josh,
Yes.
I'm
that's
messaging you
actually
two
hidden
things just
Mickey.
because I want to remember them and I don't have anywhere else to type
Okay.
them.
If you look at the swirls in the ocean, there are tons of hidden Mickeys in there.
Oh damn.
There are quite a few.
Whoa. Hidden Mickey.
All the Mickeys.
I had a feeling there was something up with the like riots going on. Like, is like I noticed it's being described as way more intense than I expected to be described, and like it kept on adding up more and more. I was like, okay, something is
The
not
fact
right
that
here.
everybody was saying the same thing is you think
I'm
that
very proud of
everybody
all of
was saying that you think you're better than me was yeah.
Also,
I actually didn't
okay.
pick up on that. Interesting.
There's another thing here. When I was doing my insight to see where the fight was breaking out, it broke out from a water fountain. So they have it in the water supply right now. That's what he said.
Yeah,
Either
I mean,
that or
it broke up
there's
around
a-
a water fountain. Doesn't necessarily mean it was in the water. It just so happened
Okay.
to trigger there.
Well, there goes
One
that
thing
theory.
I'll say is you guys have seen people on Thrill become very egotistical. Like they really don't like the idea of being challenged or being made to feel inferior.
One thing I'm still wondering
You
is
essentially become like the ultimate sort of like dude bro.
Oz. Oh.
The ultimate.
so what you're saying
The
is the king
ultimate
is immune.
odds.
Because already-
What do you say, King?
You're saying king is immune to that aspect because he's already like that.
Yeah, see? Oz is too.
King and Oz are both immune.
Well, actually, speaking of that, I was wondering, was like, if it's coming from the candles, like in the air, like, why are we not being affected by it?
We haven't been in like the direct area where it's going off, but now that we're walking into it, we
We've
might get
also been doing a lot of going on rooftops.
Yeah.
So my guess is that it's heavy
We could be
and it's kind of
avoiding
at
the
street
humans.
level. And since we've been on rooftops, we've not been exposed as much.
But now
Gotcha.
that we're like coming down, we might get affected.
Interesting. We guys have to like start making saves to not be
Wear
affected or
masks
something.
or something.
Or get on rooftops again.
Or go somewhere that we've spent a lot of time in the past and it's always been good for us.
Our bar.
Well, we're trying to get to the clock tower right now.
Les is not abandoning his quest to get to that clock tower.
Oh,
He will go crazy.
Crazy on Thrill.
yeah.
That was meant to have a dual meaning. Yes.
Cool.
I don't know. I think we need to
Bonfire.
get into the sewers and get the fuck out of this ward.
Oh,
That
that
way.
that would work
Not a
too.
bad idea.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
guess
good
so.
idea.
Doesn't burn down there. All right,
But,
folks. Well, I gotta go to bed, but that was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. Thank you, Josh.
Indeed.
Thank you, Josh.
It was.
Great session.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad you all had fun.
Good night.
Jolly, as you
I'm
were
very proud that
giving
you all picked up on
giving the recap, I could feel my Laz anxiety going up and coming back. I'm like, yes, I missed this.
Anxiety feels good.
I missed feeling I missed feeling like stressed out for no reason.
From a game.
I had a reason. I had a reason. My character is stressed out.
I
Less is
missed
very
my
real to
fun
me.
stressing me out.
Exactly. I missed my fun. It's taking me to the edge of a nervous breakdown every other week.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of stress, remind me, how many gems does Tenevet still have, or is it just the claw at this point?
Ooh, I just texted out of the game. I think I think you've got one gem in the claw left, maybe two.
Gotcha. Okay.
Do you have your claw up, or do you have your sheet open at the moment?
Yes. Let me look it up real quick. Yeah, I've got
One,
I've got
2,
blue,
3,
red,
4, 5.
sunstone, dragon, and midnight.
Okay, then you've just got one stone left. It sounds like the green one and the claw itself.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's a shame we don't have any money to hire her to steal that for you.
So if you get them all and you snap your fingers, does like half the universe go away or what?
We'll find out.
We've been over this. Yes,
I'm not gonna beeline towards using.
If you snap your fingers, do half of the female characters disappear as well?
Oh no! Don't do that.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm still gonna try and get it legit. But if something goes wrong with if something goes wrong with the Tanavat situation, Vivian's a nice backup plan.
And why are my hands wet and cold? I don't know.
Oh yeah, like I thought it was just simple Shun erased her memory to turn her to some kind of like jewel thief tool, but there's something else going on there. I have no idea what the hell that could be.
There is a type of character in 5e where you're like undead. What is that thing called?
Returned.
A returned.
The returned.
Okay.
The returned or the revived or something like that.
What is
in Van Richten's guide? They're essentially like they're designed to be like they could be like a reanimated corpse, or they could be like a Frankenstein's monster or something like that. They can be any number of things. The idea is that you're dead and you're back.
Vampire.
They're not vampires. I will say that.
She's a vampire.
Okay, maybe it's not the hang on. What was it called? Gothic lineages. The Reborn. I think.
Yeah.
But your hand was wet.
Yeah, Aboleth.
She's an Aboleth slave. It's got to be Aboleth slave.
Aboleth.
There is still the undead.
She still has skin and can breathe air. So no.
So there is that undead shark soul like prowling around the bay. Maybe it's tied to that.
There
somehow.
Shark.
Yeah, that thing.
There's the giant talking undead shark in the bay. Yes.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that is something that we've not dealt with.
When you guys dealt with the eel cult, their whole thing is they were trying to bring that shark back to life.
And they did.
Because the shark it's a awakened giant shark. And they managed to bring it back as a zombie. Or rather as a white.
Right.
White.
Oh god, it's a great white shark.
Is that what this is? It's just a big joke.
This whole campaign is just a series of layered puns.
I'm a fraud. You all figured me out.
A great white shark. Oh my fucking god.
I think I have a handout for him.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen
his name is Obliteros. I'm pretty sure I have for him.
I'm pretty sure he's completely effed the ecology of the harbor at this point.
What were you saying, Charlie?
It's been a while since we've seen our friend Dolphin.
True.
Friend is a loose term.
Very loose. Monsters, handout.
Shade's gonna use some of his reward money to buy him some more burn cream.
There is a handout for Obliteros?
Yeah, I found it.
Okay.
It's under monsters.
We're gonna save that. We're gonna save that mermaid from that one.
Oh yeah, there's that too.
We're gonna return her to the bay, and she'll just immediately get eaten.
Yep.
That would be so funny.
She won't touch the water. She'll leap in and then just.
I don't think. Yeah.
That's spooky.
The good old great white shark.
It's literally on the sheet.
Does-
too.
Do any of the characters actually know what's going on with that mermaid? Because
She's been
I know
held
you
captive by
guys
the
were
guard?
there, but I'm pretty sure you all failed like insight checks and whatnot.
I don't
So
know.
Well, didn't
I
he?
don't think
Isn't he like
anybody's-
the guy's like trying to fuck the mermaid or something, right?
Basically, yeah.
The last time you were involved with the mermaid situation, you saw that he had a mermaid, and you gave him a trident that allows him to
Control.
or he allows him to speak Aquan, so he can now talk to the mermaid in theory, and he can also control aquatic animals and humanoids temporarily with it. And yeah, he made a comment. Now you'll listen to me.
It's icky.
Or well, yeah. Now you'll listen to me. Yeah.
But did any of us actually understand like the
was
situation?
happening?
I don't think we really
I
did.
don't
I
think
don't
anybody
remember.
did.
Nobody really like investigated. That's all you heard, and like you as players sort of extrapolate from that.
Mhm. So
Yeah, but
fuck
I
mermaid.
don't think Oz understood the gravitas of the situation. You know?
Oh, I
Graviton.
feel I feel
Possibly.
the opposite
Yeah, I
for
feel that's
Izo.
fair.
I feel like Izo knew exactly what was going on, but knew that he couldn't do anything about it.
I know King just heard
I
about it
think-
secondhand
I
and
think-
was just stoked for the idea of having a mermaid for the bar.
Yeah,
I
I
think,
also want a mermaid.
Charlie, you specifically made a comment about Izo just saying that it was none of his business and that he was going to stay out of it regardless.
There
Yeah.
was also an incident with Jim. Jim actually went and met that guy with his dad. He's a
right.
business associate with of Jim's. He's the guy in question is also the Xanathar Guild ward boss of Sea Ward. So just be aware of that too.
Yeah,
And
which is why
Jim
Izo was
actually
very much
got
going to mind his own business.
right. And Jim, while he was sort of walking around the gardens with this guy, managed to get away from him for a moment and was sort of drawn Diona to the like the greenhouse where she's sort of being kept, and actually got to go inside and saw the mermaid within her little grotto that she's kept in, and was then quickly had to sort of dip back out.
We gotta kill that guy.
Oh yeah. Like out of character, that guy totally has to die.
He's a ward boss too.
In
Well-
character, yeah, he's essential to keeping the balance in the city. But out of character, he totally
You
has
could
to
just
die.
become the ward boss, right?
I guess. I don't know how that works.
King's working on it.
Yes,
I think
slowly-
there's
He
only
is
really,
working.
I think there's only really two people that would be accepted in Sea Ward as a ward boss, and neither of them are. Well, I guess V is kind of associated with the guild.
It'll be me. It's fine. I can do it.
Oh yeah, I could just see Sea Ward really accepting
A goblin.
him. A goblin.
Yep. Has there ever been a goblin ward boss? Probably not, huh?
Probably.
Goblin ward boss. I could probably. I feel like there might have been.
Yeah, I can see it, but
in
not Sea Ward.
Southern
South
Dock
in
in
Ward.
South Ward, probably.
Sea Ward, yeah.
What we have to do is we need to first establish democracy in Waterdeep,
That's what we
and
need to do.
then and then second, we need to drop the districts in Seaward to where all the people we don't like are in one district, all the people we do like are in all the other districts, so that they can just put one of us in power.
Or we just do what the French did, and while establishing democracy, we would just kill everybody in Sea Ward.
Oh, that's like the step before the stuff I was
Or-
describing.
What we could do is we could take Sea Ward and push it somewhere else.
Into the sea where it belongs. Get it? Because it's Seaward.
No one gets my
We could all-
SpongeBob reference. It's
I
fine.
got it. We got it.
We could make all those rich assholes live in what was it? The ward that's like not a ward.
Why don't we
City
just
of the
kill
Dead? Or-
kill all
or,
the ward
uh,
bosses?
Field ward.
Field ward.
Let's just kill the ward bosses and we will become the ward bosses, and then we can
Yeah,
just
easy.
rule the
Wow.
city.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, yes. I am
Or
really
I mean,
down
you'd
for that.
rule the city in that you're all the underlings of the Xanathar, but yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, first about that is, one of us replacing Xanathar.
you gotta have realistic expectations of how hard you can rise.
Yeah, then we can just kill the Xanathar.
No, that's
Duh.
not how that works.
Well, what we do is we kill the Xanathar without anybody knowing, and then convince everyone that one of us was a Xanathar the whole time in disguise.
I love this game.
I don't think we like.
There's always another Xanathar.
All of this hurts Izo's brain. That's a good thing it's out of character.
I don't think as characters we know who Xanathar is or anything like that. So it's gonna be a little.
No,
little
no,
tough.
your characters have no idea what Xanathar is.
Yeah, we don't.
Not a single one of us.
Which
Oh,
means
yeah.
Even a clue.
probably most of the guild doesn't know who the Xanathar really is. It means
Right.
if
That
we
is correct.
get-
Yeah.
If we get rid of
Yeah.
him and then claim that one of us was him the whole time, we pull that off.
I don't think we even know that it's a person. Like we're not even that far. We're so surface level. Like
you. I think it's fair to say that you would know that there is a quote the Xanathar, and the Xanathar. Or you know that there is the boss.
Mhm.
I feel like it's not a spoiler to say that if somebody has an eye tattoo, they know what's going on. That's why they have the eye tattoo. But if you have just the cog, yeah, you don't know.
Mm.
Oh,
But
no,
we're all-
So does that mean all of the ward bosses know?
All the ward bosses would know. Yeah,
that there's a boss, but
that's
they don't know who the boss is.
Everybody in the guild would know that there is a boss. They don't know what the boss is,
except
or
for
who the
war
boss
bosses.
or who the boss is. Yeah, but everybody can tell that like somebody calls the shots.
As far as Izo is concerned, the Xanathar might as well be a god. It's as intangible and omnipotent as anything worshipped in any of the temples. So, and if anything, more
Considering
so.
is if you guys ever cross paths with them, you'll probably be doing a lot of praying. That might be accurate.
Yeah.
Yep.
The gods that people have prayed to may have shifted in recent sessions
What?
as well.
What is the CR rating of Xanathar? He's probably pretty fucking high up there, huh?
I mean, it's a beholder.
Xanathar is
Sure
at
is
least the challenge rating of a beholder.
But higher.
I
I
can
would
tell
way
you
higher
that-
than that.
I can tell you this, like
Yeah.
the CR form is probably not properly calculated because he's also got magic items.
Armies. Oh, that's it.
Well, yeah, and the magic items are powerful on their own, and with a beholder, like, yeah, well, yeah, it's hard to say.
Beholders aren't that high in CR, are they? I don't even know.
I think they're CR 13, something like that. They're legendary CR 13s.
We're not in. Yeah, we're not even gonna get to that level, most likely.
And
Oh, I don't know.
I'm also willing to bet that the being, whatever the beings are that protect the Xanathar, probably have a challenge rating very close to that.
How long do you think this game's gonna last?
In terms of levels or in terms of actual time?
Levels, because I know that you would originally
The
planned to
answer is
only...
the answer's the same for both. I don't know.
In actual time,
Like-
at our rate, decades.
yeah, that. But
Um,
because weren't
In
you
terms-
originally only supposed to like doing this for just a little while? You're like, we'll just play till
Yeah.
like level 5 or something.
Level 10 maybe. Yeah.
I was always thinking like level 7 or something like that.
Yeah.
Here you guys are on the
Level
cusp of
6.
11. We're nowhere fucking near done. Let's like it. Well, it depends. But yeah. In terms of level, I'm thinking 12 or 13, somewhere in there. I don't know. The story ends when it ends. I know what is the ending. I don't know like what
How we'll
exactly you
arrive
guys
there.
are gonna do.
To
Yeah,
get there.
like I know what the ending is, or yeah, I know what the ending sort of is. I know the things you have to do to get to that ending, but there's any number of other things that you guys may want to do, and depending on how they go, they could be more complicated. So yeah,
Got it. Cool.
Mhm.
The endings, we get the treasure. Duh.
Obviously.
the ending is when you figure out that the treasure was not the treasure, but in fact the friendship you.
Yeah, you made along the way.
We don't have friends. We have family.
Family.
Don't turn your back on family.
Wait,
The real
wait,
treasure
wait.
was
Which
the money we made along the way.
So, question: which one of us is the best driver? If we're talking about family, we need to start figuring out who the best driver is.
Me, I am proficient in driving land vehicles.
I'm
so
proficient in
am I.
driving frogs.
I'm also proficient with
Driving
vehicles.
frogs.
Driving frogs.
Oh, I'm scheduled to have my audience with my brother at the Great Owlbear race, right?
Probably, yeah, I think so. I think that's accurate.
Convenient.
Man, I gotta figure out whether I want to attend the race like as a racer, as myself, or as my alias. Oh, there's pros and cons to both. Okay, I'll have to think on that.
I will say that, like, you guys have, like, obviously we have to wrap up Liar's Night, and that's going to be a session or two. My hope is that we can wrap it up before, like on time for Halloween. That would be nice. But after that, the next sort of arc is kind of a bunch of smaller things that are more sort of character related, and then Owlbear Race is the next big sort of event. So,
Gotcha.
And then the marriage is the event after that.
sure, yeah,
Sure.
I'm
When is
sure
my-
that's totally gonna go through.
If
When is
that's
the house
gonna
special?
matter at all?
House Special is in between Liar's Night and the Owlbear Race.
Okay.
What's the house special? What?
The House Special is Ezo's 5 fights back to back against the top fighters in Red Knuckles' little entourage of fighters.
And try and take on and crush what's his fuck, the high asshole.
Did we
Sledge.
did we go into detail at all on what happened to our allies and friends?
Um,
Not really.
I went
We just
into a
kinda
little
saw
bit
them.
of it. I went into a little bit of it. Next time I'll open up with like what's sort of going on in that situation.
Okay, cool.
Our allies and friends.
Yeah, with your allies and party.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Because they're supposed to
Um,
save our.
Yeah, I covered a little bit of it, but I was cutting out, and I wanted to sort of like, I wanted to like get into stuff. So,
Right.
Sure.
but yeah, we'll definitely cut back to what's going on over there because you're right. I do want to cover like some of the interactions that are happening there and how everybody's doing. So
Yeah, I'm also curious to what happened to the fucking elementals. 'cause-
elementals.
Yeah.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing good. Nothing good.
Yeah, because we
No,
said
I mean
just
no.
let them
Well,
go nuts, right?
oh wait, that's right. You guys didn't give me a token. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. We'll see.
Yeah.
Half the city's fucking destroyed.
Definitely
It's not
all of
that
Dockwood.
Dockwood,
Probably
right,
the-
the elementals aren't the biggest problem for Dockwood right now.
Yeah, depending upon how the winds are going, it might not be the biggest problem for Southport either.
Did we have any connections between those thrill makers and the people who are setting up the bombs right now? I don't really remember. Saint Domain.
The people setting up the bombs right now are working with Saint Domain, and yet there's no connection between
The thrill
them and the guys making Thrill
that we know of.
that you know of. Yeah.
When we were like attacking the UNT, there was a lady who was like there to pick up
Yeah.
a shipment, and she got away, right?
Yes. Yeah. You guys interrupted a transaction between the and a woman dressed sort of essentially like a geisha with a bunch of Zyvarts. The Wanty gave her a bunch of Thrill. She loaded it onto a bunch of pack rats, and they departed through the sewers. You guys had the option of sort of like
God damn
intercepting
it.
them, and you were like, "Nope, we gotta go deal with these Wanty."
Mm.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That's where those scandals came from, like 100%.
Yep. Oh, that's
Oh,
exactly where
shit.
it came from. Also, pack rats, Jolly. Again,
They were
fraud.
literally rats
massive-
with saddles on. Yeah.
Massive, just layers and layers of puns. It's a punception.
You guys have your
But
Mickeys.
yeah.
You know what's going to be exciting,
yeah.
though? With Dock Ward essentially burning and fighting itself to the ground, this is really going to be shit in the face of Tanavast. From all sides. She's
Aim of the
fucked.
fire.
Yeah, it's true.
Maybe she's involved.
Yeah.
Who knows? Probably not.
No.
Probably
No,
not.
no, no.
I don't think
Not
so.
in her own backyard.
Not. Yeah. This is not the. This is not Tanavast's style, for one. For two, this is not a smart move for Tanavast. Like, it does nothing to benefit her. And for three, her entire MO is trying to keep the city in check and in balance. That's why she has worked to be so high in both of the organizations that she's in. This is absolutely not her at all.
I don't think.
Even a little bit.
I don't think so.
Laz has zero doubts about that. He hates the bitch, but this is not her doing.
I don't remember. Did we have any interactions between her and Saint or what his name is?
Saint Domain. Yeah, they've had interactions before, and it's one of those things where she can tell that everybody knows Saint Domain's this pompous asshole, and she put up with him, and tries to work with him to some degree, because he if she's seen working with Saint Domain, and Saint Domain is accomplishing things, that's less work for her, and she can also take credit for it. It makes her look good by extension. But
he's a tool in every sense of the word.
yeah, exactly. But she has no patience for a lot of his bullshit.
So they're not really friends.
Something on which she and Laz actually agree.
The connection between there's a bit of a connection between Saint Domain and the guard that killed Izo's friend, Durnan, the racist one. In that Durnan really is a big Saint Domain stan because he's a fucking human supremacist, and you have Saint Domain, this human who's going around doing all these catching all these criminals who just happen to also not be human, so he's a big fan of Saint Domain, and Saint Domain doesn't dissuade him from his enthusiasm, so there's that. But yeah,
besides that, we don't really know anybody Saint Domain's allies.
No, he doesn't really. From the little that you know of him, he doesn't seem to have many.
Did he have any tattoos?
You don't know.
Oh yeah, we missed that issue of Playgirl.
But some of the victims that he found had tattoos, right? Wasn't that in the very beginning? Or
in some of the cases there were victims who had tattoos, yeah. But that was more of that was what the criminals that he was hunting were doing. That wasn't really a thing that he was doing.
It's weird. It feels weird for him to be just kind of a rogue element, considering how many factions are all doing things all the time. But he might actually just be a rogue element that got some of these criminals together to do this thing. Even though when I say it like that, it makes me think, no, he has to be tied to something bigger, but he might not be. I don't know.
What about
he doesn't?
Go ahead.
He does have a personal beef with the Waviers. We were reminded of that last session. So he could be a rogue element. I don't know of any information that implicates him in being with another group. I think he might be too egotistical to be that connected to another group.
No, he's got to be something, man, right? He's got to be working with somebody. What are the big groups that we know? There was those weird there's a lot of groups.
Yeah, we got the Xanathar. We have multiple Zent factions. There's the Eel Cult.
Weird.
We haven't heard of them in a while.
There was
Where are my notes for Laz?
What about those red
Fey twins?
The
Were they twins? I forget. The lady and guy with the horns and hooves and very Fae themed.
Oh
It was
yeah,
those justice guys that were going after the guy who knew where the black gem was.
Oh god, yeah, those guys too.
Oh, the Justice guys.
What were their names?
Oh, right. Yeah, they're the Red Sashes. Yeah,
Red
the
Sash.
vigilante group that Laz used to be a part of.
Oh.
And Domain seems to be working with Laz's old partner, who was
Right.
a Red Sash. So, okay, so there's a connection there between Domain and the Red Sashes.
Well, there's nothing indicating that it's the Red Sash in particular. It's Grim was arrested and was a criminal. But yes, that is a possible connection.
Is that the one that was broken out of prison?
That's
Yes.
one of the ones, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I fully anticipate that we will be seeing him at the clock tower.
I was thinking the same thing, Kyle.
Yeah.
What were you
It'd be
saying?
like
I
that
may have
sometimes.
gone overboard with the Pepe Sylvia here.
It's that just with Saint Domain just scribbled in the center, just like, ugh.
I mean, what other groups could he be a part of?
I mean, like we were saying earlier, he might just be not. He might just have just done this.
I mean, what's his motive? There's got to be a motive. There's always a motive, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
you have a pretty you do have an idea of a motive in that Saint Domain's the most famous detective in the city. Wavier is creating a guild of detectives, and at multiple points you've been told about how they explicitly did not allow Saint Domain to join. They told him, "Fuck off, we don't want you." He even had a falling out with Wavier's because he was under the impression that with all of his accomplishments, they would not only accept him into this little burgeoning guild that they're trying to create, but he'd also like he'd be able to marry into the family. He'd be able to marry Cassandra, gain a noble title that way. Because Saint Domain is not nobility; he's actually from Dockward.
So if it is just that petty, maybe he's doing this just because of that. But I feel like that kind of like emotional,
Yeah,
like super emotional driven thing could be taken advantage of by some more kind of like some more kind of precise element that would be able to take advantage of this.
Right, because like, there's no way he's just doing this all alone. There's no way he's just exploding all these things and orchestrating.
I really think he is. This is just a massive Saint Domain ego trip.
I have to wonder if someone who knows how to take advantage of that is taking advantage of this right now. I mean, it might be the the candles thing seems to be probably likely planned way before Domain stuff, and they don't seem to be like connecting that much. It seems like the thrill candles would work just fine without the boat explosion.
I mean, what did the doppelganger
the
guy
boat
say?
explosion has nothing to do with these candles, from what you know.
Yeah,
like,
that's
the bomb
something
thing, like, like that doesn't advance candle plot in any sort of way.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
So they're just like multiple shit just doing happening at the same time.
Kind of, yeah. Like a lot of shit's going off simultaneously all on Halloween night.
Like at this point, it kind of comes down to a question of like who would benefit from egging Domain or just helping Domain in general make this happen. Like, not that he couldn't do it solo, but like with such a blandly emotional kind of motivation of his, I feel like some element in the city would be able to pick up on that and squeeze something out of that for themselves.
It could be that lady who got that thrill that we saw has nothing to do with Saint Domain. She's part of just a totally different group that was just happened to be doing the same shit.
We've not seen anybody else have any sort of East Asian or geisha theme or anything like that, correct? Except for that one guard.
That one bodyguard has that sort of theme to him, yeah.
And the only other time we've seen S-Farts was way back at the beginning when we went and first saved what's his face Neverember.
Neverember, and Floon, yeah, Floon.
Yeah, way back at the very beginning, like
Blagmar.
they were being held by the Esperts. Did we ever figure out who was ordering those Esperts around, or no?
They were working with Benny.
Old Benny.
Button-nosed Benny, who you had Knuckle, that he had Sledge, or I think he had Tiny beat him half to death and then break his spine. So he's now he's paraplegic.
But he's alive.
He is alive, yeah.
We
I doubt
we
that.
might want to go find Benny and maybe ask him some questions, because if he's ordering those Esfarts around, and those Esfarts were also taking orders from this geisha lady, maybe there's a connection there. Maybe I'm just putting more strings on this corkboard.
You're just putting a bunch of strings on the corkboard.
I totally am. You're right.
There's also the group that helped us with the black gem. What do we know about them?
The corkboard is literally just all
those-
string at this point.
The guys who had the guns and shot people.
And it was a lot of
The
money.
guys who almost
Made a deal with
TPK'd
them?
TPK'd our party. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
okay,
drow?
yeah, those guys. Out of character, it's Drow. In character, you guys don't know that much.
Yeah, we don't really know them.
They were using Drow
You
sign
know
language.
that
We know that.
know that they are going to be stopping around periodically to make sure you still got that fucking gem.
And they owe me 500 gold.
Sure, something like that.
We also
drink
knew
like
they
that.
were using Drow sign language.
Did we know
Yeah.
Yep.
You saw them doing hand signals. I feel like Laz could probably pick up on the idea that it's Drow sign language. Drow
Badger
he himself does not know it, but he recognizes it. Yeah, Badger.
Yeah,
definitely
Badger
knows that it's
also
Drow.
recognized it. Yeah.
Also, thanks for putting up with 1 billion questions. We always it's been a minute since we all played the A team in this game.
No, it's great. I love stuff like this because I get to hear all of your thought processes and your theories, and that's really fun for me.
Okay, I was like, the game ended 45 minutes ago, and we've just been peppering the questions nonstop since then.
No, it's okay. No, I love it. If I can answer your questions, and again, I love hearing you guys theorize outside.
Why are my hands wet?
What? Yes,
That's a good question. Any theories on that?
Are there any
I've no
water-related
fucking clue.
undead off the top of
I don't
anybody's
fucking-
head?
I don't fucking know.
I still think Manaford is behind her in some way.
In my
Water
head,
vampires.
like in the anime version of this, I'm imagining Vivi hands, and it's just a shot for shot recreation of End of Evangelion.
God.
And her saying that she didn't need me totally didn't affect me. Not affected at all. No.
Not at all.
No.
Not at
no,
all.
no,
Even
it's
a little
fine.
bit.
No, she's
Laz sticks by what
she's
he
just
said.
saying that to get us off her trail. She's not. She doesn't mean it. She doesn't know.
Laz is at this point. Laz is sticking by what he said. She doesn't fucking deserve Vivi, and Laz is gonna have to be convinced to help find her anymore because he doesn't think that she deserves to be found.
I mean, it's obviously magic and shit, right? So it's not her fault.
King is still full.
Does Laz have all the pieces to that puzzle? Like, does he know about the guy with the memory loss and all, with the memory wipey and all of that jazz? I don't think we've gotten
King would have
time
said
to
something,
yeah,
right?
King would have
swap
mentioned
that.
Yeah, I think King told everybody about his
Yeah.
run with Manaford and how he wiped
Mhm.
Oz's memory. But it
Okay.
might have sounded just like crazy talk because Oz is also there going, "What are you talking about? I remember that."
Yeah,
Obviously.
I don't remember it, right? Yeah, I don't think I figured it out
Yeah.
yet.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
he won't
King's still
necessarily need
full.
to be
Go ahead.
convinced as much, but he's still very peeved.
And King's still in on helping Vivi, get Vivian back because he can relate, especially now with the whole "oh hey they hate you now and you don't know why" situation.
Haha, yay. That's like,
Yeah, and also as someone with a sometimes really shitty sister, Izo is definitely still be helpful.
yeah. I'm not gonna say that we're gonna go purposefully looking for her at this point, but we're going to be looking for ways to get her to remember.
And there's still the scavenger hunt too.
And scavenger hunt. Yep.
Laz will continue to help because Vivi wants the help. At this point, Laz is just actively hating Vivian.
I will point out
because he identifies.
I should have mentioned this. I apologize for it. You guys actually do have a second memory gem. Vivi has it because she found it at P.O. Box. That
Oh yeah, that she
Quintilius Melchimber. Yeah.
Well, he's unconscious.
It was his notes.
I'm taking him in at this
Yeah,
point.
it was his notes. Yeah. There, you went to his P.O. Box, reached in, found it. Like you were expecting documents, didn't find that. Found that stone, and you noticed that there had been a bit of blood on the drawer.
I mean, even if we did, even if we had gotten that confession, I feel like there is an argument that can be made that we coerced it out of him.
It's not enough. Even if there were no argument to make there, it's not enough. Especially with Saint Domain's stature in the city.
Because I mean, like anyone can grab some.
That's why he's
doppelganger.
Unconscious and in a pocket.
Yeah, like I feel like anyone can grab some, doppelganger, beat him up until he says the thing on the gym for him to say, and go like, "See, he did it." We need.
Was there anything on that memory gem that Vivi found? And if so,
she's not checked it yet.
Has any?
Yeah, I don't think I did.
Okay.
Interesting.
I have not.
I don't think we have time, had we? I don't remember actually.
Not really. And Charlie,
can you tell me if I'm hot or cold?
I'm not going to confirm or deny any theories.
All right.
I'm just curious in hearing theories.
Would you still want me to keep it to myself?
No, it's fine now.
Okay. My theory.
I didn't know exactly what you were about to say, so I was like,
okay.
"What the fuck are you about to say?"
My theory from earlier, when somebody said demons, I remember when we began this campaign back in the Yawning Portal, it was mentioned that we could just turn the whole campaign into
Descent into Avernus?
Out of the abyss.
Out of the abyss.
Because you didn't jump into the fucking well.
Yeah, because we could have just gone down the Yawning Portal, and I was like, well, if this is somehow summoning demons or something, we might be out of the abyssing right now. That's my theory. Since the long con, we were always out of the abyssing.
Turns out some other campaign Josh is running involving demons went completely pear-shaped, and now we're dealing with the consequences of it.
That would make 2 campaigns that I've suckered Lee and Charlie into under the premise that it's going to turn out to be something completely different. Except this time, instead of 3 sessions, it took years.
Yeah.
64 sections.
That's why I think my theory is good. That's why I think it's happening.
You know what's going on? You want to know going on, Charlie? We're in Lior.
I don't know.
That's what's going on. Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh fuck! Okay.
No. Oh god.
We're in Lior. What we don't know is that there are 5 other cities doing this exact same thing across the Forgotten Realms.
Oh shit! The runes are under us. Start glowing. We're gonna be turned into a philosopher's stone.
The fucking campaign, fine, whatever. Kyle just breaks it. I wasn't thinking big enough. Lays out a map of Faerun.
We're gonna slay God.
I'm telling you right now, Izo's not leaving the city. There's dragons out there, and no Griffin patrol.
We just need to manipulate things
Griffin
so that
Cavalry.
Izo becomes the stone, and we take him with us to the next city.
He becomes your white whistle.
Oh no!
Oh no!
He becomes a what?
Don't put me in a cartridge.
He becomes your white whistle.
Oh god! Oh no! Izo's leaking. Oh no!
Make it to the abyss.
No.
We can't spill Izo.
The orange juice.
I don't want to be a cartridge.
And he's already given one heartbreaking speech about all of his friends. You know that the second speech is going to be even worse.
Yeah, we know each other even
Everyone's
more.
gonna be like,
Better.
"What are you fucking doing? Why do you keep letting this happen?"
First, it was my fucking eyes. Now it's the rest of me.
And that's when I realized that love and hate are, in fact, two sides of the same coin. And I hate them all.
God damn it. God, mother. Damn it. We've solved the campaign, everyone. We're done.
somewhere amongst all of that, you've somehow figured out the campaign. I'm not going to tell you where, but you totally did it. You unlocked it. With your Pepe Sylvia lines.
It all comes back to Benny. All comes back to Benny and his accomplice, a few hundred
shark.
His accomplice Groon way outside of town.
Groon. The pickle man.
And between them, each of them holds a stone sphere that once belonged between the legs of a horse statue.
Oh, no.
It all comes back to the horse balls.
Not the balls.
It all goes back to the horse balls.
Oh god, you're right. The stone in this campaign is one ball, and the black gem in the other campaign is the other ball.
Oh shit.
Well,
when they combine, they awaken
the black gem is like a
Knock
giant
Cthulhu.
thing, so I don't think it's that. Not to burst your bubble or anything.
Maybe how do you don't know how big that horse's balls are?
I guess I don't know how big the horse balls are, but I do know how big the black gem is. It's gigantic.
I don't know,
Is it?
There are some animals that have
Yeah,
some
that's what
giant
we were
testicles.
told. Like, or whatever. There's information that we found somewhere, and it's like supposedly
Wasn't it palm
huge.
sized?
I think this campaign is
We're
palm
talking about
sized.
a different thing. We're talking.
It's a different
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Princess campaign also has a very important black object, a black gem.
I was about to say I'm not an object. Oh man.
That's fantastic.
Also
FYI,
fun. Also
references.
campaign.
Go ahead.
You guys are fun to play with. I like playing with you guys.
Oh,
True.
thank you.
I love all you guys.
He means toying with us.
Love all you too.
He says this now.
You guys mean a lot to me, and I don't tell you that enough.
Oh,
Gay.
Amen.
Yay.
you guys mean a lot to me too.
Only if you cuddle.
Only if the balls touch.
Um,
The horse balls.
yeah,
The
I've been in a funk past week because a friend of mine passed away last Saturday.
I'm sorry.
Oh, damn.
I had to write his eulogy last night, so we bonded over D&D. Like that's how I knew him. So
Oh,
I'm so sorry, man.
So it's made me think of you guys and just how much I appreciate all of you. So again, I really do treasure all of your friendships. Thank you very much. That being said, hang on. I think where did I post that fucking thing? I found this video. Like there's this big controversy on YouTube because some like big D&D YouTuber fucked up and was like being super like shady to his female players and stuff like that. You know, like fucking people. It fucking sucks. But the thing that's incredible is that they say, or like they managed to release some of the conversations he was having with some of these women, and like, and let me find it. There's one where he's talking about retention rate of friends over D&D. Yeah, hang on. Yeah. Let me see if I can find. I think I found this video. Yeah, here it is. I put it on off topic. But like, so somebody took this guy's phone call where he's sitting there like confounded by the fact that he can't figure out why he has no friends when he sits there and calculates the retention rate of friends, and put it over fucking Death Note, and it is fucking hilarious.
Gaslight Yagami. Okay.
It is like cringy as fuck and hilarious. I almost choked laughing so hard when the music kicks up.
Oh, the music makes it.
Yeah, it does.
I can't hear YouTube when I'm on Discord. Damn it! I don't know why my Discord is so dumb.
It's probably a Windows setting for like communications. You gotta turn off reduce volume when under communications programs. That's probably what it is. It's under.
Noted. I will.
It's under like volume or sound settings. Sound settings, communications, something like that. Check that. Could be it.
Okay, I'll check that. Because that's probably also the reason that I can't hear music when you guys play music on the music channel.
On the music channel, I wouldn't think so because it's part of Discord.
Don't worry about that anymore though, because they got rid of that.
Yeah. For now. We'll see.
Nah.
If they can bring that back,
I will adjust.
the less things I have to fucking do, the better. Ryan, I miss you as DJ.
This guy's a nut job.
Yeah,
That's why he's got no
That
friends.
is.
He's doing weird calculations on friend rate
Everybody's breaking
retention.
he's trying to min max to life, and I'm like, the fuck, dude.
He's not very good at it though. I've seen people min max
no,
life
he's
and do
not.
it well. This ain't it.
Got the part around like a minute, like 45, minute 50, where he goes like, no. It reminds me of the part in JoJo Part 4 where Kira's having a similar conversation.
I just want to say, guys. I missed this game so fucking much, and I'm so glad that I am back.
We missed you too.
Yeah.
Oh, mostly.
I will say though, Lee, you're not gonna like the end of B Team because they did blame you somehow for everything.
Did we?
Me, as in Tosca.
Yeah. Blame Tosca.
Yeah.
Blame Tosca.
Oh, it's everything is
Okay.
1,000% Tosca's fault. There's no way around it. It's ironclad.
This is the Bagman. The
I'm
Bagman
very interested to see how this goes.
There's
I
a
mean,
thing that
if it
Tosca's.
makes-
I'm not going to
Good.
spoil it for you, but there's a thing that Tosca's no longer allowed to do, ever.
Talk about the Bagman?
Tell stories.
Nope, you'll find out. Listen to find out, Lee. Listen to find out.
I don't even remember.
Okay.
I mean, if it makes it
We'll
feel
find
any
out.
better, It makes
Okay.
it feel any better,
I'll
it's-
have to listen.
if it makes it feel any better, it's pretty well established at this point that B Team is somehow even more like asshole-ish and impulsive than the main group.
How is that even possible?
Because
The game
the
just gets progressively more. It's always sunny in Philadelphia.
B team has no like moral core.
No.
We're just a bunch of
I mean, the
selfish
A team is
delusional assholes.
the A team is very, very tenuous in its moral core to begin with.
I mean, the
I
A
feel
Team
like
has
you-
Laz
I
and
would
Izo.
I would say that, like,
moral core.
Even the less moral characters in A Team, like, they're not bad people. I wouldn't say King's a bad person. Like he's learning. The Tin Man's developing his heart. You know.
I mean,
Yeah, he's
Oz
he's
is kinda
oblivious.
bad.
Like
Oz
he's
is
gone
pretty
from I definitely like this definitely the character development track I've been kind of like intending for him, where like he starts out very asshole-ish and he's slowly learning how to be a person around other people.
Mm-hmm. And like I wouldn't like Oz definitely isn't a good person. I don't know if I'd call Oz a. Oz certainly isn't a villain. I'll say that much.
He's not evil.
Yeah,
He's
he's
just a jerk.
He's just a jerk and not terribly bright. Sorry,
Or he's
Ryan.
awful.
It's
Oz is
okay.
not bright.
I still
He doesn't need to be bright. He's bright in our heart.
some of my favorite party like
he's not bright, but he shines like a star.
some of my favorite party splits so far. My party like comps so far in A Team is whenever King and Oz go off on their own because it's just the dumbass adventure every time. I love it.
just
Fucking
like,
clowns
oh,
and
there's a head. What's all this other
Scam
stuff going on?
clowns.
Like, I'm literally sitting there playing a noir detective as you guys are ignoring a head just sort of sitting on the ground.
We had to con the circus.
Hating you guys.
We had
Conning
bigger
the circus
priorities.
was the
okay?
most important thing in the world at that moment.
That's so good.
King and Oz are the types to
in the basement of a Zent hideout and then like bore witness to a murder and a destruction and like an arson. But because you set the fucking memory gem to recording images, it's just you assholes sitting in a fucking basement.
God damn it.
yeah.
I would say the entire party is like solidly chaotic neutral, but like maliciously stupid at times.
I love it.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
I love all the characters.
Oh,
They're
too.
great.
Most of the
Yeah.
time, it's not
I'm glad
that.
we have Jem back.
Yeah, true.
Agreed.
It's not that Vivi's stupid, it's that she just doesn't care.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
When you want to be clever and discreet, you totally are, and you like chastise people for not being. But when Vivi has no fucks to give, she's got no fucks to give.
Not a single.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When Vivi has no fucks to give, she's like head empty.
It's like, huh? What?
What?
I remember
Literally paying attention to
I
anything
think it was
else.
during Roaring Horn's party. Like Tristan Asbridge came up and just started like hitting on her, and she was like literally did not care. Like did not engage with him in any way. Yeah. Cool. Just kept eating cheese.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Eating
fucking
cheese.
Great, Tristan. Fuck off.
I feel like King can get kind of clever with schemes sometimes, but that is very much counterbalanced by just the stupid, chaotic impulses he just will double down on sometimes.
I think the best way to describe King is King as an airhead.
Yes,
Like
10,000%.
Like he has this
He's a bimbo.
flashes of brilliance and just like I can't believe that spark of genius came out of you. But most of the time it's just like walking around the world, getting by and being pretty.
Real himbo energy.
I like to think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Totally.
Mhm.
I like to think that there is just burning sparks of potential in King that will never be realized because he doesn't give a single shit about them when he can just coast on what he has.
Yeah.
It's been I've been planning a little RP moment between like King and Izo for a while where King just argues against the very concept of training or practice because why hit things to get better at hitting? You already are good at hitting. How are you going to become better at hitting when you're already the best at it that you are? Because he thinks Izo is already, a fantastic, fighter. So what, hitting things that make you better at that? You're already just inherently the best.
I look forward to this moment when this happens. I'll be ready.
Because I also have a kind of like headcanon that King doesn't practice his magic whatsoever. It just comes to him and he does it. And if
He's
he
a
ever
master.
put
Yeah, why does he
Classic
have
sorcerer.
it literally exactly ties in with the mechanics too. Like if he ever practiced or tried to get better at it, he'd be better, but he doesn't feel the need to.
FYI, I could totally see King accidentally making a pact and becoming a warlock. Just completely on accident. It's like, oh, more power? Sure, why not?
I could see that happening too. It depends on the context, of course.
Yeah, I don't think King wants to be. He doesn't want to be a
warlock in a heartbeat.
He doesn't want to be a subject to anybody though. Like
Exactly.
King's
He doesn't, but he also made a bargain with a fae completely obliviously.
That did happen.
Wait, when did that happen?
You know the
Oh,
golden
ago.
guy and the bag of butterflies I have?
It was a real himbo moment.
Yeah,
It was.
if that guy's offering a Arc Fae pact like thing, I think King would have accidentally become a warlock then if that's what the guy was offering.
Yeah, he totally would have.
The accidental warlock.
I'm literally sitting here screaming in my PC, "Don't make pacts with the Fae!" And there you are, just like, sure, I'll help. God damn it!
We're all gonna be warlocks by the end of this campaign.
Oh, that is.
Oh,
a steep
Josh will do his
possibility.
best to make us all warlocks. It's his way.
What makes you guys think you're not warlocks already?
Oh shit!
Is Bully my patron?
Sablin's a
The real
warlock.
treasure. The real treasure were the pacts we made along the way.
I haven't Eldritch Blast yet, so I know I'm not a warlock.
It's true.
Instead of casting, you just punch your fists and Eldritch Blasts come out like fucking firebending.
I'll take it.
I love it. So, Jolly, how do you feel about intelligence-based warlocks?
Huh?
Do you make the pact? Then go for it.
What are
Noted.
warlocks? They charisma based?
Yeah.
They're charisma.
based.
I don't think my charisma.
Haven't you noticed how beautiful I am? It's charming.
No.
That's rude.
Yeah, this is an audio format.
Okay.
Fair.
Wait, let me see. If I have any charisma.
Haven't you noticed the silky, sweet sound of his voice?
Though if you go back to the old Discord server and scroll up enough, you'll see some sweet pics of Josh from college. I do love those photos.
No, do not do that.
Oh, here's some
Do
charisma.
not.
Viva
Where did
does
I
not
put
have
those? Was
charisma.
that in the...
What do you need to become a part warlock? Don't you need like certain skills? Is it charisma?
I think you need 13 charisma. That's it.
Yeah.
13 charisma, yeah.
Got it. I could become.
You
a
need a
warlock.
13 charisma and a 13 in whatever your primary class's main stat is in order to multi-class out.
I could do it.
Didn't the new adventure book come out like today or yesterday or something? The Wild the
Oh, something
yeah, I
with
think it's out
Fae?
now. Yeah, the Wild Beyond the Witchlight.
Does it have any new classes in it?
No, it doesn't have anything like that. I think it has 2 new races. It's got
Oh, cool.
Ooh.
It's got rabbit people and it's got
fairies, right?
Fairies.
It's got a general
Fairies?
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Are
play
they
as,
tiny
a pixie.
creatures?
I guess so.
They're
Oh
small.
yeah, look at that.
Let's see if it's made it to the wiki that I like.
Are they Fae? Are they humanoid?
Ooh, they are on here.
They're Fae.
I think that's gonna make them kind of OP, isn't it?
Aren't like satyrs and a couple of other newish races like Fae as well?
Yes.
I don't know about satyrs. To answer your question, Ryan, I don't know if it would make them OP, but it would give them immunity to certain low-level spells.
Satyrs and centaurs are Fae.
They are? Okay. Well, there you
Yes.
They're immune to certain spells. It's fucking broken.
I mean,
elves
are immune to sleep.
they're going to be immune to charm person and hold person and stuff like that. Things that specifically target humanoids, but the higher level versions of those spells, charm monster and hold monster, would work on them.
Yeah.
Funny people.
And a DM could I feel like it would be a reasonable rule for a DM to say those low level spells still affect. If you're a player character, those spells could still affect you. If we're making centaurs or satyrs or pixies a playable race, then they become the subject of a hold person spell or a charm person spell, because the spirit or the spirit of those spells is that this targets player character races.
Trying to find that
What is this book
undead
called?
class.
What's the new
Wild, the Wild Beyond the Witchlight, I believe.
Is
You
that
said undead
undead
class?
race? Is that undead race?
I think it's called Reborn, right?
Is that not an
Born,
official
yeah, I
book?
was wrong.
Was it from?
It's in Van
Van
Richten's guide to Ravenloft.
Oh. So it's not official, or is it? It's called Lineages.
Race.
Yeah, it's called. Yeah, it's a
Reborn.
Gothic lineage. Yeah, and yes, it is official.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it shows up on 5e tools.
Yeah, it's designed to be like a thing that you could treat it like a race, but it's designed to be a thing that applies to a character, of who already had a race. So like you start off as a dragonborn and then become a reborn later on, and
Like
therefore
for
you have characteristics of both a reborn and a dragonborn.
Like, for example, like if that book was out whenever we got a Sablin back, I could have made the argument to Eric, like, hey, could I come back as a Reborn if I wanted to, potentially? Like, I imagine that'd be the kind of situation where a Reborn could come into play.
Revenants are sweet too, by the way.
Yeah, old school Unearthed Arcana Revenants are pretty cool too.
Interesting.
I played a Revenant for a long time in the Stope.
It's
You
late.
sat here and complained about all the times I killed you.
I wasn't complaining. I never complained. I've never complained about all the times you've killed me. Every time
You
was
did
great
grumble
and
occasionally
fun.
about losing a body.
Yeah. And I did complain that first time. I was really pissed that first time you killed me for opening a goddamn door. I was pissed that first time.
Shouldn't have opened that door.
Why was that door even in that house?
The first,
It was into
the
a
first time is
nursery.
always the hardest.
You know, we haven't died in this campaign yet. Oh wait, yeah, we
There
have.
we have.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, we have.
It's just
Well,
been
all
easy
of
so
us,
far, right?
but
I've died
but one.
mechanically.
Vivi's died mechanically, and Izo did die.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Good night.
Well, I want to find the stats for this
Night.
rabbit race.
Night.
I'm gonna hop off as well.
Bye.
Catch you guys
Yeah,
next
it's late.
time.
Adios.
Bye.
Night.
Bye.
Good night, y'all.
Alright.
Yeah, here's Susan.
Night.
Yeah.